most tested and most awarded protection. 400 million people trust Kaspersky Lab. Join them. Use promo code Pandora for 50% off Kaspersky Total Security at Kaspersky.com.
You guys beat that?
Yeah.
Well, it's true.
Theoretically.
That won't last.
Alright. Have a seat.
I can have this?
Sure.
Oh, sweet.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome back, or to Game King Fall presents Monday Musings. This is a little show where we basically open some boxes, talk about some upcoming events, general nerd culture stuff, insult one another, and
Yeah,
open
about
stuff.
sums it up.
About sums it up. I'm Josh. I am a person that hangs out here. We got Derrick, the owner of Game King. We have Nick, the manager of Game King. And as always, we have the homeless guy out in the street that's hanging out with us, Paul.
Gee, thanks.
I'm never going to get sick of saying that.
So,
why don't you tell them about our upcoming events?
well, we have a couple events coming up. We have Arerna Rex, which is some gladiatorial combat game with mythological Romanesque figures. And then we have the Magic Preliminary Pro Tour qualifier coming up on Saturday with a pretty significant prize on the line. Set of if we get 50 people, we're giving out a set of fetch lands, one of each, so there's 10, and a volcanic island for first place. Then we have the Modern Masters 2 reprints of the Zendikar fetch lands and a tropical island for second. And then prizes go all the way down to 8th place. We also have a tournament. If you're not doing well, the first 8 people to drop out get to play in a free tournament for a playset of foil promo Valakot, the Molten Pinnacle. So should be good.
And that's on Saturday?
Yep, Saturday. Registration starts at noon. Tournament fires at 1 p.m. pretty much on the dot.
All right.
Of course, on top of that, first place gets an invite to the regional Pro Tour qualifier.
Right. And it's
Very nice.
the first. This is the beginning of modern season, so
What's the cost of this tournament?
It's a $30 entry.
Wow, what a value.
it's actually a pretty good
Yeah.
deal considering the price.
Yeah. No, I wasn't being sarcastic.
Yeah,
I
I
was
know.
just being cheesy. And that's on Saturday at noon, the 22nd.
Yep, registration will start at noon. The tournament will start at 1 p.m.
Yep. The Arerna Rex tournament starts the following day. I'll be running that. That's the 23rd, Sunday. It's going to start at noon. Well, registration, and we'll kind of wing it from there. I think about 1 we're going to get started. It's $20 to enter that. It depends on how many people show up for what the prizes are, but it's basically 100% payout in store credit. So hopefully we'll get some people in on that. And we have like 5 or 6 store armies you guys can use if you have not bought into the game.
Or even if you just want to think you might be interested in it, just come down and watch.
Absolutely.
Maybe you probably get a demo in if you decide that you like it afterwards. But if you like gladiators and mythology, that
Low
could
model
be
count,
yeah,
high strategic,
could be the game for you. Josh made a sick arena, like really sweet.
Pretty cool. It's over there. Trust us.
It's on the demo table.
It exists.
If anybody comes into the store and they're wondering why we have a gladiator arena, on the demo table, that would be why.
Yeah, there's a 50-50 chance we'll be streaming that as well, but we will be streaming the
feature matches.
matches for the standard
pptq.
tournament. So after first round, it'll
Modern
probably
tournament.
be whoever is winning. I'm assuming the.
After the first round, well, it's a mix of if somebody has like a really cool deck or whoever's doing really well. But definitely the later that you go in the rounds,
The better.
it's more than likely just the people with the better records. But the first few rounds, there's gonna like round 2, there's gonna be 50% 1-1s and 50%.
All right, so that's all upcoming events for this week. Also,
we also have Yu-Gi-Oh! Day on the 22nd.
oh nice.
Yu-Gi-Oh's going through a bunch of changes with their rule set, and coming out this week is the starter deck that has the first cards that showcase the rules changes.
So it really
Blue-eyed
is the starter deck.
Yeah,
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I don't know. Probably not. It's new stuff.
What about Exodius?
No, they're not reprinting old cards. They are changing the rules.
Those are the only two
so
cards
that
I know.
essentially they're trying to slow down some of the really fast combos, so you get to actually play a few turns before you
lose.
Yeah, I'll win.
But this Yu-Gi-Oh! Day is going to be a little different. Usually it's free. This time it's going to be a $10 entry, but you get one of the decks. And
That's on Sunday? What time does that start?
that's Saturday at 3.
Oh, it's on the same day as the Magic. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, with Yu-Gi-Oh!
Only
Day.
$10 though. I mean, I've never played a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! In my life, but for $10.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. It's pretty casual, but there are like some promos and there's a playmat usually.
Yeah, casual's my name when it comes to gaming. I play
And
have
we
fun.
all know you love to win those playmats.
I got that one. I got that
Got
one
there.
playmat. I did. It only took me 3 years, but I got it. So that's a pretty full boat for this. And as usual, our Friday nights, what do we do then? Do we still do?
F&M.
Is it draft F&M?
Yeah,
Yep.
we draft fires consistently every week. Registration opens at 6. We try to table everybody by 6:30.
Is that still only $10?
It's 15, but we do a prize payout.
Yeah.
We go back and forth. It's really what the players want. It really doesn't matter to me whether it's 10 in just packs or whatever's going to get people in here. I really don't care. So
yeah.
as opinion changes to whoever happens
Right.
to be coming
And
every.
as we all know, nerds are fickle creatures.
Yeah.
Yes.
But currently it's $15. First and second are guaranteed an FM promo. We have 2 at random to people that registered and played in the
Yeah.
event.
And then
StoreCraft prizes.
generally standard fires after the draft, but it's it starts pretty late,
Yeah.
and it goes really late. But
So you hear that? You guys got nothing to do on the weekend. Literally from Friday 6 p.m. you can stay here and play games till Sunday.
Just
Nobody
about.
here sleeps.
yeah, it's pretty accurate.
So that's a nice little segue from our events into some major changes coming in Magic and other things, mostly Magic. But apparently in October we're going to be seeing some Friday Night Magic changes.
Yep. So I think it's fair to say that Magic had a really good run for the last 10 or 11 years, but we're starting to see a little dip. I don't think it's a problem with the game. I don't think that Wizards necessarily has done anything wrong, but you can only go so high before you have a little lull, and I think they noticed that in their Friday Night Magic, so they're trying some different things out to generate interest, hopefully get it going again like it used to. So the F&M promos for a while, admittedly have been a little lackluster.
Yeah.
They towards the end they tried to spice it up, and the last 3 or 4 months of promos are really good. But Wizards plans things 2 years in advance, so they're basically guessing. I mean, obviously, some cards you just know are going to be really good,
Yeah.
Right.
but they're pretty much guessing what the metagame is going to
It's impossible to judge that.
evolve
kind of
into,
thing,
and they don't want to just always. It's against Wizards' philosophy to just give away the best cards every single time, even though that's what the players want.
Yeah.
So the last few months' cards are very good, but we were in a stretch of cards that were just really marginal, and I think it took
If you never
it took
play
some
them,
of the
who cares, right?
it took some of the fire away from the program. So basically, what they're doing now is they are switching to double-sided foils. They ran a few leagues with double-sided foils as the promos, and it went over really well.
I'm gonna you guys continue talking about these changes. I'm gonna go just double check the sound, make sure because this is live.
Okay. So yeah, they did the double-sided foil tokens for a couple leagues, which they're very cool. They try and pick something relevant for each side of the token. They also did double-sided zombie tokens in one of the pre-release kits that went over really well. So starting in October, they're going to switch over, and instead of the traditional FM foils, which is kind of a random guess of a card, they're going to go to double-sided foil tokens for the FM promos.
So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I personally like the idea of promos, but we'll have to see how it goes. And if it doesn't work, I'm sure they'll try something else. But at least they're trying.
Yeah, you can't fault them for trying to find ways to get promos and things into the hands of the players that they're actually excited about.
Like, I think a lot of Magic players don't realize how it is in other games. Like, just getting prize support at really no cost is pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. They're also making changes to the Standard Showdown program. The Standard Showdown's a cool standard tournament that we used to run on Saturdays. The only blackout days really are like pre-releases and certain special events, but almost every Saturday we get to run a Standard Showdown tournament. And as part of that, they give us these special booster packs that we get to give out to the, X number of players per event. Previously, they had been like, what was it, 3 rares? Or 2 rares?
It was 2 rares and a random foil.
2 rares and a random foil of any rarity.
Land, like
Of the current set?
Anything in standard.
Yeah, anything in a standard
cool.
legal set.
So when they started it off, it was Kaldesh, and you could get inventions. So then they, that was like the trial, and then they were like, oh, we're gonna do this more regularly. But then they took away the inventions, and did they add the basic land in Hour of Devastation? I can't remember. But
in Kit, they add the full art basic in every pack, and took out the chance to get a masterpiece.
I think it definitely took away, like, the chances of getting one are like slim, but I think the chance to get one really enticed people to come in.
Chance is a chance, right?
Yeah, just for entering a standard tournament.
So now what they're doing is you get a foil promo land in the pack. Every pack comes with a foil, mythic or regular rare.
That's pretty good.
And then you get 2 random rares, I believe, or is it 2 just random cards?
Well, these changes are end up being kind of two-phase. For Hour of Devastation Standard Showdown, which is going to start next Saturday. Next Saturday we have the
pptq,
but the Saturday after. The pack layout will be 2 random rares or mythics, a foil common or uncommon, a foil rare or mythic, and a full art land.
Well, as a filthy casual, I'm a big fan of the shinies, so.
Yeah.
And this is on top of like the regular prizes, so it's
That's
just
just
like an added bonus.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
And then starting with Standard Showdown Ixalan, the land is going to shift to a unique foil promo.
Like a full art land? Is that what we're talking
These
about?
it's
ones are
not
not full art,
but it's Rebecca Guay, who
well,
is a really good artist. Like
Rebecca Guay.
people really.
she's
There
a-
are a handful of
classic
artists that
Magic
people
artist.
go out of their way to
She's one of them.
collect, and she's one of them. She's been drawing almost not since the very beginning, but
Pretty
for
close.
a very long time. And she's drawn some classic pieces of Magic history artwork.
Like what?
She did like one of the promo Path to Exiles maybe like 10 years ago, and people were like, those are pretty well sought after. And she's done a bunch of other things.
So for Ixalan, the art
Is
on
Ixalan
the
the next set?
Ixalan's
is
the
set
next
in the
block.
fall.
Oh, alright, gotcha.
Which will also be consequently the last block they do. They're going to be changing the distribution system so that every set will be a large standalone set after Ixalan block wraps up.
Nice.
But yeah, so starting with Standard Showdown Ixalan, the format for the Standard Showdown packs is going to be the 2 rares, full common, uncommon, foil mythic or rare, and a foil land that you can only get in the Standard Showdown packs.
I think the worst part about the show is the fact that every time we sit down, I want to play Magic again. And I'm really trying not to.
It's tough. Like, I think I had mentioned while you were checking the stuffs that Magic players really don't realize how good they have it. Like,
Yeah,
try playing one of these smaller games and see what you get for
free, nothing.
yeah,
Never.
very little, very little. And you know, and the sad thing is, the people that play those smaller games are generally happy to get whatever little that they have. Where Magic's like literally giving you booster packs
Nah, it's not.
full of rares on Saturday, and people complain about it. It's beyond me.
Or just don't show up.
Yeah, dude, bitches be tripping.
Well, it's like Magic culture kind of like evolved to like this value oriented. Like, what am I directly getting from it? There's
Until
like
you get to play the game that's fun.
right. There's a quote. I'm gonna slaughter the quote, but it's people see the cost of everything but the value of nothing. So when you go to a movie, you pay $10, $15, whatever you're paying. A popcorn and a soda is well beyond $10 now, like well beyond $10. So we'll call it $25. And then you sit there for an hour and a half and you enjoy the movie, and nobody complains about it, unless the movie's bad. So you go to an F&M, $15 tops for draft.
Several hours.
You get hours of play. You walk away with
Potentially
cards,
value as well. Yeah.
and you can win prizes. And it's like, that's not good enough.
Yeah, I actually compare all entertainment to 2 things. One of which is movies. If you're going to the movies by yourself, it's about $30 for 2 hours of entertainment, and you're happy to spend that. Or going to the bar for a night, which is like an entire night, and that's like $100. And that's like, for normal drinkers, I would assume it's about $100. I mean, if you're like partying and have a good time, like that's like what, 6 hours for $100 and 2 hours for $30. So at the minimum, it's like $15 to $20 an hour right there, is what you are willing, as far as value goes, to spend on
those
something.
are like pretty baseline
we have a comment real quick. So yeah, you can buy a cryptic command, but like people don't see the value of like when you buy 60 cards, you're like the time that you can invest as much time as you want, even by yourself, just like thinking about like the different matchups.
Just opening them alone is an hour sometimes.
There's so much like articles with strategy. Like the hobby is very consuming if you want it to be. There's so much information that you can do with it out there to keep yourself busy. Like it's so powerful. Even if you spend like $300 on a deck or $400 or $500, whatever you're paying, like the amount of time
you
that
will
you
get
can
your value. Yeah.
And people don't think about that. It's only like, how much can I sell this card for later? And it's kind of disheartening. Like
when I play Friday Night Magic now, the rare occasions I get into a draft, I specifically do not want to walk away with any cards because I don't want to be pulled back in. I'm trying to like stay as casual as possible. I do not want to be spending the crazy amount of money, which you do when you start building decks. But I really enjoy it, and I think that even taking those cards, giving them to some kid, which is what I usually do when I'm done, like a lot of Magic players see that as like, they're like, you're crazy, this is an $8 card, this is a $10 card, but it's like, it doesn't matter to me. My value was playing the game. Right. I got 4 hours of play for $15. Like, you cannot get that kind of value. That is an insane value. And also, thank you for coming, Crazy Manic. make sure to hit that follow button. We're going to be doing this show every Monday at 11, and we're going to really try to start hitting the streams for games on the weekends pretty heavy.
Like, when I first started playing Magic in, like, 1994, I didn't play because it was nice to, like, I collected baseball cards, I collected sports cards, but it was, like, the act of hunting them down was the excitement.
Yes.
Not so much, like, the value. I didn't know what this game was gonna... I was still chasing Sheevin Dragons.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
so,
No, I
like,
agree.
So, like, just see the attitude that some people have about, like, just value.
It was
It's kind of disheartening.
It was very different.
It's a game. Play with your friends. Have fun. That's what the game is about.
You weren't chasing Black Lotus?
No, I was
No, it
still
was
not.
past that.
I firmly believe about, and this is, I'm sure people will disagree with this, I think about half of all nerd culture has lost sight of what it is that they enjoy about what they're doing, and it's more about being cynical for the sake of being cynical, being jaded, and the whole point of anything that you do as a hobby is that you enjoy the time you spend doing it. Everything else is ancillary. It does not. It's an added bonus. It's fringe benefits. It doesn't matter. If you do not have fun playing a game, you should not. You should stop doing that. Like,
Yeah.
that's all there's to it. Never take it too seriously. Just have fun. It's a hobby. Like, one or two of us might make it to the Pro Tour. But don't worry about that. Like, don't get hard on yourself for losing. Don't get mad because you're not. Like, if you can't play a game and lose and still have fun, you shouldn't play that game.
I mean, I think there's a time and a place for tournaments.
Oh,
for
I
winning.
agree. But if you're
But the hobby in itself.
the tournament
should
is
be-
the tournament is an end game. It's
Yeah.
not your daily play. Like,
I mean, everybody gets something else out of it, but I just when
And
people
that's
just
the
like only see the value of the cards and like, I can't buy that set. It's only got $3.73 worth of value for my $4. I'm like, jeez, is that really what we've come to?
Yeah, I don't know. It's very different. When we were kids, there was basically no such thing as a game store.
yeah, when I was a kid, there was comic book stores
Right.
that sold stuff, and you couldn't play anywhere.
Yeah.
And like, because I remember the first card game I really got into was Pokemon when it first came out, and I was probably like 14 or 15, somewhere in that ballpark. I had bought Magic, but I never played because there was nowhere to play. I didn't know anybody that played. I just thought these looked cool and I bought them, and I ended up throwing them all away. And today, knowing like how old that shit was, it very well could be worth a few bucks.
Yeah.
When
When me and my friends first started playing Magic, where we played? When we, didn't have...
after school in the hallway, that was
we played in the middle of the night at Dunkin' Donuts. Because there was a Dunkin' Donuts that was open 24 hours on the weekends. That's where we had to go play.
I just mainly played at friends' houses.
But yeah, like
I didn't have any, like, I didn't get into nerd culture until at the very end of high school, if not after high school. I didn't have any friends that were into that kind of stuff, so.
Yeah, like I had gotten a couple decks. Every card, basically every card that I owned was separated in half, and it was 2 decks. And I would lend one out to like whatever friend I was hanging out with. But when I was like a junior in high school, I started working at Taco Bell, and I met a group of guys there, and one of like the shift managers played. So I was part of the closing crew, and then we'd play there after close, and that's when I really started getting into it. And after we still played for Auntie back then, so
Oh, that's where that was like an actual official
yeah,
rule.
Yeah,
that was
you-
part of the game. It was brutal. So after losing like a bunch of cards and like losing all my cards, I finally like made a stab at getting better, and then eventually I became like the better out of my group, and that's when I started going to like tournaments and stuff,
yeah, but it was
and
it
then
was
started the whole process of losing again. Because everybody thinks like the better player of their group, they always think they're great until
Until they get to the wider world.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
No, I've been there, so I know what it's like.
Yeah, like when I was Halo was the nerdiest thing I did growing up, and we had like 2 separate groups in school that played, about 20, 30 people, and I dominated my group, and this kid dominated his group, and we got together and put money on a game, and I crushed them. And I was convinced at that point that I was like the best player in the world. And then about a year later, Halo 2 came out with online, and I realized that was not the case.
Yeah, so I don't know. When we were kids, gaming was a very different situation. When I first started gaming, it was with D&D, and no, me and my friends, our parents wouldn't let us like play anything in our houses. So when I first started playing D&D, we would play on my buddy's porch. It was like semi-enclosed.
Yeah.
Because we weren't allowed to go in.
You had the parents that lock the door, be like, go outside and play, lock the door, and not let you back in for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go arrested for that.
There was no game stores. There was the only place we could really do anything like that, play board games, play D&D, was that porch with a roof and like a half wall, and we'd.
But I bet you had a blast.
Oh yeah. But I think it's a lot different for kids now. They have game stores.
Well, also the resources of a computer alone.
Yeah.
Make things.
Oh yeah. We had no internet, no computers. That was unheard of.
The first time I tried to do D&D, we were going on it was me and two kids, my buddy and his brother, and we were driving halfway across country in an RV. And it was like a 7-day drive.
Yep.
Because we made stops and stuff, and we started talking about D&D. We had stopped at a game store or a comic book store at one point, and they had no resources there whatsoever. We didn't have phones that could look stuff up, but one person that was there had a single character sheet, and we had no idea how to do anything. And that single piece of paper that was a blank character sheet kept us occupied for 2 days, like trying to figure it out. Well, what do you think this means? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it never went anywhere after that. We never ended up playing. We never ended up doing anything. It was a decade later that I played a game of D&D. But it's like, if this was the case today, it would have been 10 minutes on our phone, and an hour later we would have been sitting there playing the game with mock pieces and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, computers are definitely nice. Being able to play test on MTGO is great if you're trying to get competitive. Like, the players on MTGO are generally like top notch, because if you're willing to invest in cards on MTGO, you probably either just have nobody else to play with or super serious about getting better. So, I mean, MTGO is a great testing resource.
Yeah.
If you're willing to invest in it.
It's way too hard.
I mean, we have a lot of competitive players that are trying to go to GPs and get into the Pro Tour or whatever. So we try and help them out as much as we can. We do like play test tournaments when we can.
For Modern, every Sunday we have a tournament. Proxies are allowed as long as they're clearly written out. We
don't sanction it so that the guys can test.
We prefer to have
Actual
copies, but as long as it's clear. But the whole point is just to get better.
And it gives people an opportunity to try out decks and try out cards before they make the monetary investment, because it's a pretty hefty leap from standard to modern, or
it was the leap I never made.
Even from like.
It was,
and in my experience, like, the only people that, like, a lot of people get salty when they lose to somebody playing proxies, but it really shouldn't be that big of a deal. Like,
you're playing a game, doesn't matter.
You shouldn't want to beat somebody because you could afford more than they could. Like, that's just like not cool.
I feel like
in my opinion,
that is a good chunk of Magic, though. Like, especially in the further back you get into formats, like the Modern, the Legacy.
Yeah,
I feel
I've
like
always
mostly Legacy players are just like, I spent more on my deck, I win. Like, and they have that attitude.
It definitely exists. It's out there, but I mean, I have every.
I wouldn't say it was a majority.
It's not everybody,
but it definitely is a segment.
Yeah,
It
but I mean,
happens.
the player base is huge, so there's a segment of every positive and negative. So
yeah, all right, fair enough.
Kind of goes without saying. Only takes one
We got a
bad
couple more
apple.
Questions
we-
from
Yeah, I already
Crazy.
addressed them.
Been-
Good to know you're paying attention.
All right, so
and then the other change that's coming up is Game Day is going to become Store Championship.
Yep.
Store Championship starting in December after Ixalan.
They had slowly started putting like champion on the playmat, but I think giving it that Star Champion.
I mean, that sounds
stamp
cool. Like being,
sounds a lot better than Game Day Champion.
So if you have a month, if it's like once a month, is that
No,
how?
once every 3 months.
So you are the Store Champion for 3 months.
Basically,
like,
yeah.
You get that title. Like that's really cool in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
So we'll have to come up with some sort of a cool benefit. Maybe the Star Champion
Yes,
can
like
call
you could
table
even-
or whatever.
Or you could even do like a very minor discount.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That would, I'll tell you what,
well-
if you said Store Championship had like even, and it's just spitballing, we're not saying this is the way anything's going.
No, you're
But you
saying
could say if it was like 5% off store purchases for the Store Champion. Do you know how many people would, like, it's all about that value, bro. Like,
All right, we're gonna have to put it to the test.
I think
We're gonna have to put it to the test. We'll see.
Store Champion will receive this discount for the remainder of the time that he is Store Champion. You can
Alright.
even make like a card, like have like an actual card made up.
Like our bird tokens. Those are great.
No, like you
Limited edition.
could get like a Vistaprint card, get like 100 of them printed up and keep them somewhere, and give someone that card, and be like, as long as you have this, you have to turn this in at the end of the month or whatever. Be like, and you're like, yeah, see that? I'm fucking Store Champion. Like, I don't think that's cool.
We'll
That
come up
makes
with
me
something.
want to do
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come up with something.
So the changes that are going to go with this is traditionally they had game day. It was exactly a month after the set release. They're shifting that, so it's going to be what is it going to actually be the weekend before pre-release? this time?
It's right before. I don't remember the exact week, but it's right before the next set releases.
And instead of having cards that are promos from the set that the championship is for, they're going to be cards that preview the set that's coming out after.
So that's really cool.
So
Nice.
you'll
So
get-
they're like
you'll
they're
get-
basically it's an actual card out of that
Foreshadowing.
set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an actual card out of the next set that's
Little
coming
switch.
out.
They actually generally do it in the dual decks also. Like a lot of times they'll
Little
sneak a
showcase.
couple cards from the.
But those aren't
From the next
legal,
set.
correct?
Yeah, they won't be legal. I mean, I
Are
don't
they-
know what the legality of these promos would be.
What I
either.
mean is-
I doubt that they'd be legal until the actual.
Yeah, but dual
Right.
deck cards aren't legal in standard.
Dual decks
Oh
do
no,
not
no,
change.
they're not legal in standard,
Yeah.
but it's just a way for them to sneak previews.
No, what
on
I'm
the-
saying is, so
Dual
this card.
decks do not change legality for any card.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, a dual deck has card X, which is coming out in the next set. Even when that set comes out, that card's not legal because it's got the stamp from the dual deck.
Oh,
right?
no, it's still
that's
legal.
Not right.
Oh, I thought somebody told me that.
No,
it has to be
something's-
from those sets.
No.
if something's printed in a set,
Period.
it
So
affects
you can
legality.
use an Ice Age. Card
Yeah,
right.
that's
Yeah, the only cards that aren't legal are like the World Championship decks or like Collector's Edition or the unsets. It's very rare that a card.
Oh, because they
Unless it
reprint,
gets,
they
like,
reprint
banned or
very
something.
valuable cards for fairly cheap for the World Champion.
They don't even make them anymore. But yeah, it was basically after the World Championship they would take like the top 8 decks and make them card for card just so people could like play against them, and it was really cool. They stopped doing it for whatever reason, but they have a different back. The border is gold, and then Collector's Edition was they came out with an American version and a European version, international, but it was a one-time thing where they reprinted the whole set, but it's got square borders and it's got a gold border, and the back's the back's the same actually. So a lot of people collect Collector's Edition for like high-end proxies. Like a lot of vintage players will seek them out because it's better to spend $300 on a Black Lotus than X
10,000.
thousand
Yeah.
if you want it to look really nice. But so that's really cool. I think I don't think anybody can really complain about that
The
particular
Sword Championship
change.
thing's got-
The only one that I've heard any real negative feedback about was the tokens. I get it, people want actual cards, but people haven't been coming for the cards, and a lot of them have been misses. The tokens will be relevant to the sets that they are making, so I think that's pretty cool.
I think that's cool.
They don't really make foil tokens a lot, so it's something
Right.
unique. I'm hopeful.
I think a lot of the people that complain, it's not going to change whether they're playing or not.
Right, and that's
They're-
the other thing
they're
too.
The vast majority of Magic players are happy.
If people were coming to F&M, they wouldn't have changed it. So
Yeah.
the only subset of players that I really have sympathy for are the ones that do make it and then might not like this. Those players have a legitimate gripe. But A, I feel like we should be happy that we're getting anything, personally. And B, you know, they gotta try something. And we're talking about it. If, besides for them printing like some super stellar card,
You wouldn't even mention it.
right? Or we'd be talking about how bad they are, or how they missed the
Right.
mark, or like debating whether they thought this card was actually going to be good, or if they just threw us a trash card.
Yeah, and why we think Wizards of the Coast is an evil company as a
Right.
result of it. Yeah.
So, I mean, Wizards of the Coast is a company too. So, like, when they give us Fatal Push in September, which is the best card that they've given us in a long time, Fatal Push's regular Fatal Push foil is like $30. Just regular uncommon non-foil Fatal Push right now is like $8. But if they give them to us and flood the market, then people are less likely to buy Ether Revolt to get the Fatal Pushes. So Wizards is walking a tight rope. It's easy for us to like be like, why didn't you give me the golden hen? But they have a business to run. It's really not as easy as people make it out to be.
And they have to answer to Hasbro, which is a huge corporation.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And Hasbro will cut you. Like, a lot of the cuts that come are not from Wizards, they're from Hasbro.
Well, Hasbro's a
and Wizards
big company,
needs to figure out.
Because all
how to do
Hasbro
it.
cares about is that Wizards is meeting whatever sales they expect Wizards to meet.
Yep.
And if that's not happening, they'll just tell them to do stuff, and that's that. So, like, if tomorrow the board of Hasbro voted and they said Magic's not making enough money, cut it, they call Hasbro and say, make more toys, get rid of that Magic crap.
Yep.
So, it is what it is. Like Wizards of the Coast in like the mid '90s started buying up some of the other more popular games. So yeah, I also hope there's some Optimus Prime. I hope there's some Nemesis Prime stuff. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Nemesis Prime is like a black version of Optimus Prime, and he's like the evil version. He started out as a BotCon promo. It was just like an alternate thing, and he got really, really popular. And
they wrote him into the fiction.
I'm pretty sure they've written him into the fiction, but they've made like a few versions of him. Some of them are really cool. But I mean,
I'll tell you what,
the only thing cooler than Optimus Prime is
Dinobot.
Nemesis Prime.
It's close, but Nemesis Prime, evil Optimus Prime. Come
Dinobot's
on.
the coolest Transformer that's ever existed.
When I was little, I always liked the good guys, right? But then you kind of get older, and then bad guys are more interesting. But I still love Optimus Prime. Like, Optimus Prime's just great.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All
back
right.
to
I want to see a Dinobot. That's what he's the coolest Transformer.
so we got some changes coming
like
up.
4
I'm hopeful
Dinobots.
for them. Grimlock is really cool. I still have my
Raptor.
I have the very first Optimus Prime, the metal one, and I have the first Grimlock.
Are you talking about from Beast Wars?
Yeah, the
I have
best
most of the
Transformers
Dinobots.
fiction of all time was Beast Wars.
Oh,
by
you're the
far.
worst.
Oh my God.
It's by
You're
far the
joking.
best.
No,
Like,
you're
not
joking.
Even, not even
You are
kidding.
joking.
All the rest of them
Have
are
you
so
seen
good.
the Transformers cartoon movie?
The old ass one from like the 80s?
Yeah.
That's
What-
super cheesy? Yeah.
What are you talking
What?
about, super cheesy?
Super cheesy.
What, Orson Welles?
Beast Wars
Orson
is
Welles.
Bad.
What?
You're bad.
Beast Wars is the best.
You know what? Go hang
There's
out
a
with
reason
Brandon
why you
Miller.
only have one playmat.
Alright, so are we all done talking about changes? We're going to get to the unboxing.
Um.
I think that's all of them,
Yeah, I
right?
think that's
I like
about
to add
it.
one more thing for the store champion. Maybe we could do like a little plaque, and then everyone that's the store champion.
Tell you what, when you win one, I'll give you a plaque.
Dude, I actually think that's a really good idea, having a plaque somewhere.
We can-
I mean,
we can try
because you
it.
can get Lou to update it for you every 3 months for like $5. Like, because he's got a laser engraver. That's all you need, like...
Well, are you saying to give them a plaque?
No, put a plaque in the store.
like in the store, I think.
Oh.
I think that's the best thing I've ever heard.
That's
of.
We
more
were
feasible.
we were trying to attempt something like that with the customer month program. My intention was to get a picture and have a plaque made and have like everybody's picture with the month that they
But then we gave up on the customer month.
we didn't give up. It's just
Only the same 3 people.
when we
Everybody.
tried too much at once.
Yeah.
And when we switched the role-playing day, it just messed everything up, and we just need to get back up on the horse. But I have not forgotten about it. We still.
I think that plaques idea is really good.
Probably reevaluate and relaunch the program. in some manner.
See, I'm not as stupid as people think I am.
You're not as stupid as you look. I agree.
I mean, that's a pretty low. That's a pretty low bar. So I mean.
No, I think that's a really good idea, though. Like in general, I think that's a very good idea.
High five.
Whiff. Haha.
All right. So
All right,
speaking of Magic,
Unboxing time.
we just had the release of the new set. So let's get down to
Cracking packs.
Brass tacks. I don't really know what that
part
means,
about
but
This is the best part about Magic.
That's what I
Opening
just said.
packs.
Opening packs.
let's do it.
I thought it was
It's even better when you're not paying for them.
Oh man, we played Wizard's Tower yesterday, which is like a variant game. Basically, you get 9 packs. Doesn't matter how many people are playing. You shuffle all the cards without looking at them. You add X amount of basic lands, and then everybody draws off the same deck. You get 5 cards, and you lay out 7 cards
Face
that
up.
everybody can see face up. When you go to your turn, you draw a card from the deck, and then you take one of the 7 cards. And then when there's no more cards, you lay out a new 7 cards. And it's a multiplayer. So we ended up getting the Scorpion God, the
Oh no, it was Scarab. Scarab and Locust.
Scarab God, the Locust God, was it Hazaret?
Yep, Hazaret.
And all the rares were like solid. I feel like this set is underrated. I think the cards in this set are great. I don't really understand.
Well, don't worry. I put 9 packs to the side.
I'm not gonna lie. When I got my opening hand and I had the Locust God, I thought I was
You in?
yeah.
But then you blew it anyway.
He
Yeah.
played it right on turn 5 and made it. I got Hazaret on turn 2 or turn 3. I waited till like turn 15 to play with it.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. I felt bad. My opening hand was insane, and I wanted everybody to be able to actually play a game.
Yeah, I figured as much. That's what I said after everybody, when you went to go get food. I was like, I think you played aggressively because,
We had 2 players that hadn't played before. Like
Yeah.
I wanted it to be an actual game.
I mean, I think other than the smell of new cards,
you're a good guy. Mostly because I won, but
Oh,
The artwork in Magic is
Look at
just
this
so
guy.
cool.
it's a
All right.
zombie crocodile demon. How cool is that?
that guy is cool.
Desert of the
so why don't
Glorified?
you read off what he does real quick?
Amit Eternal. He is a black and 2 for a 5/5. He has a flick 3, so even if you block him, you're still taking 3 damage. Get wrecked. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you put -1/-1 counter on him.
That's very unsportsmanlike.
And whenever he deals combat damage to a player, remove all -1/-1 counters from him. So this guy's like a super undercosted 5/5. He puts through damage even when he's blocked,
And
and
he's a zombie.
yep,
So anything that triggers zombies.
or crocodiles or demons.
So he's a zombie.
I like the artwork on that guy.
The artwork in this set is great. I was super excited about the Egyptian theme. I think that that's really cool.
Yeah.
And of course Nicole Bolas, like
Nicole?
Nicole Bolas, Nicol, Nicole.
Nicole Bullock.
He's one of the original Elder Dragons.
Yeah, no, I know he is, but it's just you're.
How do you say it?
I don't know. Now I can't. It sounded weird when you said it, like there was a wrong emphasis. Now I can't
Did I put
Here.
the wrong emphasis
on the wrong syllable. Yeah, I don't know.
I've always said Nicole Bolas. I could be wrong.
Nicole Bolas?
Wouldn't be the first time.
I think maybe it's just because you paused.
Oh, I hope we get somebody got a Blood Moon. We've pulled a bunch of invocations.
Yeah.
Is that what this card is?
No, you son of a bitch. So I got a Bloodwater entity. It's an uncommon. He's 1 colorless, 1 red, 1 blue. So is it? He's got prowess. So anytime you cast an instant or a sorcery, yeah, he gets +1/+1. Actually, it's a non-creature spell. He gets +1/+1 until the end of the turn, and he has flying. So like, is the color of like really good instants. So I feel like he's really good. And then whenever he enters the battlefield, you can put an instant or sorcery from your graveyard on top of your deck. So I heard having like 27 lightning
All right,
bolts is pretty
so
good.
I'm calling shenanigans on this particular magic card. It's called Solitary Camel. It's
I
a
already
white.
like it.
It's a white and 2 for a 3/2. Has lifelink as long as you control a desert or there's a desert in your graveyard. However, I've opened 2 packs so far. And I've gotten 2 solitary camels.
They're not as solitary as I would be led to believe.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, maybe they, unless they were in the same pack, they're solitary. Now they're not.
Well, it's all a matter of looking at things.
Do you
Yeah.
think that's Nickel?
Yes.
It's his hand.
There's a cycle of cards in here where Nicole Bolas defeats the whole Gatewatch. So there's one for Gideon, there's one for Jace, there's one for Liliana.
Yeah, all 5.
So I don't like this stuff, but what does this mean?
This is really a cool card.
No, I mean, why is it?
Yeah, one of the
'Cause
guys that plays here regularly in the boxing on Friday, Blood Moon. It's super hot.
That's an old card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Really
really
jealous.
good in Modern. It's really good in Legacy. It's really good in every format that it's legal in.
Now it's legal in Standard.
No. So the invocations are really interesting because it's a way for them to reprint cards, all the sought after cards, and add value to the box without messing with the
Current set.
Standard. So it'll
Are they
be
in these packs normally, or these in?
1 in 4 boxes on average will have an invocation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it was a really good idea.
That is sick.
So you can use it if you get it in sealed. You can use it, but it's not legal for Standard.
Gotcha.
But anyways, back to these cards. So they have new split cards in this set, if you didn't know. And basically, you can cast this half, right, as regular, whatever it is, instant sorcery, do whatever. And then when it's in the graveyard, it has an aftermath effect that you can play it for.
Yeah.
So it's like 2 spells in one. A lot of times when they've done it before, you either had to choose a half, and that's the half that it was, or in
You could pay
Return to
for-
Ravnica, they made it so you could
Pay
pay
for both.
either half or pay the whole cost and do them both. But this one is interesting because you pay for one, and then later on you can pay for another one, and it's separate, considered a separate spell at that point. So it's
What is
really
that
cool.
for symbols? I've never seen that one.
That is, they introduced that symbol in
Oath.
was it Oath of Gatewatch or was it?
No, it was Oath.
It means waste. So anything that makes colorless mana now makes
That.
That's the symbol for colorless mana.
yeah.
Oh, right.
So
That's the symbol instead of having one with the gray.
Right, because
certain cards you can only use colorless mana.
so they
to
put
pay
in the
for.
casting cost.
So it was
and
a
made
clever little way
symbol.
for them to squeeze a 6th color in by making colorless mana actually.
Not everything.
Right.
Is colorless.
Well,
specifically.
the thing is, the numbers and the
Still
casting
means
costs
anything.
are generic, not
You're
colorless.
generic. Ha!
Gotcha.
The other interesting thing about
Here, I got a buddy for your camels.
that one's wretched. The other interesting thing about this
Dude,
set
some of the artwork
with
is insane.
Yeah.
the split cards and the Eternalize and Bomb guys is in Wizard's Tower you share a graveyard. So when you have to be real careful when you cast one of these split cards or something that has in Bomb or Eternalize, you might be giving something to your opponents.
Yeah.
So that made for this set being really cool for that format.
So
That
my,
seems really good.
my rare was Fraying Sanity. It's a 3-mana enchantment, 2 colorless and a blue. Enchant player at the beginning of each end step. Enchanted player puts the top X cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard, where X is the number of cards put into the graveyard from anywhere this turn. This card is probably going to be really annoying.
Yeah, everybody loves getting milled.
Mill is one of those strategies that's been part of Magic for a while. It's kind of
Nobody likes it.
not easy to do, but it's not the hardest thing to do. There's a critical mass of cards now, so it's getting easier and easier.
I
The
got
artwork on this card is really cool.
yeah, I got an Adorned Pouncer, which is cool. He's a 2-drop 1/1 double strike, which doesn't seem super exciting. But he has Eternalize, so if he dies, you can bring him back for 5, and he's a 4/4 double strike, which is cool.
4 for what?
5
That's
mana.
the mechanic of Eternalize.
No,
It lets you bring back the creature from your graveyard,
Yep.
but it's a 4/4.
It comes back more powerful.
Oh, is that the proven combatant token?
There's a bunch of
yeah,
cards
there's
with
tokens for all the Eternalize guys.
Oh, gotcha.
every card with Eternalize has its own token.
But this is actually extra cool because Hour of Devastation game day is coming up in a few weeks, and the top 8 promo is a full art, alternate art foil of this card.
It actually looks super cool.
Yeah,
So this card seems really good. Just because
Yes.
if you're already cycling and discarding, it's a free 4/4.
Right. So, in theory, this card will be really good in like Legacy and Modern because there's lots of cards that cycle for cheap. Land might be able to run them just to have like a creature, and
there's a lot of zombie cards in this one. Not closed.
It's the Hour of Devastation. This card's really good. It's a 5-mana sorcery.
Ooh, I gotta bet that.
It says all creatures lose indestructible until end of turn, and then it deals 5 damage to each creature and non-bolus planeswalker. I think this card's super good. I expect that I'll see a bunch of playing standard.
That seems really good.
Oh, unsquenchable thirst, as our friend CJ would say.
This is a really decent card.
Oh yeah, that guy's cool.
Basically, he gains the abilities of any card that you have, and he is double strength and toughness of the number of creatures you have.
Yeah.
That seems very powerful.
Yeah, that guy's...
And if you're playing green, you generally have quite a few.
Right, you'll have mana ramp, he'll come out earlier. Yeah, I think that guy's really good. He's going to be a housing commander. Like, I'm a huge commander nerd, so every time I look at a new set and...
you're just a huge nerd. Should just stop at that huge nerd.
And that's not a denotion of like the amount of things he likes that are nerds. He's just a large person that happens to be a nerd.
Right, that's definitely what I was saying. But yeah, I always, when I look at new sets, I always look for commander cards.
That guy's sick. That's my favorite one so far.
Oh yeah,
The artwork in this set is just...
He's very menacing.
Very menacing.
Yeah, because he has mass. It was a tower. Alright, Swarm Intelligence. This is another card that has commander running all 7 mana. Whenever you cast instant or sorcery, you may copy that spell and choose new targets for the copy. That's pretty cool.
Got a full art land. Nice to see the return of full art lands. These have like the Nicole Bolas image in the background. Is it the same artwork as?
No, it's everything in the. It's the same artwork, but all like destroyed.
Oh yeah.
Because it's the Hour of Devastation and Nicole Bolas is.
That's really cool.
Everything.
So the full art lands always go over really well. But I guess they were. This is let's see, no, it started off in the unsets.
Yeah.
So
unsets?
Unglued, Unhinged.
Oh, the fake sets.
Yes. So the cool thing about those sets were they came with a really nice full art land, and for years that's the only way that you could get one until Zendikar. So then Zendikar and World Wake had the full arts, and then Battle for Zendikar and Ultra Gatewatch had the full arts, and then they did it again. But instead of having every pack do it, it's every 4 packs has it now.
So
on average.
They're a little rarer.
So yeah.
What's this?
That is some cutouts, so you can
tokens.
Yeah. So then they're double-sided.
Markers.
Yep, they started doing that in Cat because there was a lot of like counters.
Unsquenchable Thirst.
But I just cracked a really cool foil. It's Mirage Mirror. Everybody's super excited about this card. It's a 3-mana artifact. You can pay 2, and Mirage Mirror becomes a copy of target artifact, creature, enchantment, or land until end of turn.
So it's really powerful. A quick note though is that it doesn't retain the ability to keep changing it. So whatever you change it to is what it is until the end of the turn. A lot of cards that have that ability will say, but it retains this ability, so you could like keep changing it. Where that one, whatever you change it to, is what you change it to.
Are there any planeswalkers in this set?
Yes.
Yes.
There's Nicol Bolas and Samet.
I guess there's still 3 packs left.
Yeah, there's only 2.
I open boxes to get planeswalkers because I'm a filthy casual. I like seeing a planeswalker. That's the card that I'm looking for.
Well, I did get a mythic rare though. It's Uncage the Menagerie, X green. Search a library for up to X creature cards with different names that each have converted mana cost X. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. I bet you like some pod variant will end up abusing this. There's
I thought pod wasn't a deck anymore.
They call it Podless Pod.
Yeah, it does all the same things. It just uses other cards to get the pod effect.
Like Quarter Calling and.
Well, I remember right around the time I was thinking about getting into Modern. That was the deck I was looking at with Birthing Pod.
Yeah.
And then like the next day it was banned, and I was just like, I'm so glad I didn't.
Well, the good news is it's still a deck.
Yeah.
The only card, it lost the $5 card. But
Yeah,
it's
the
still,
deck was literally so good as like an archetype that it just kept going. They replaced it with like collected companies and quarter callings and just.
Canapes.
keeps on rolling.
Yep.
I always look for. I want a Blood Moon so bad. Same. I always look at Commander playability first.
Yep.
Are you a patron of the store, or are you just somebody who happened upon the page?
Oh, it's the Hour of Revelation.
I also put these 9-packs over here. I'm just gonna.
Oh,
look at
yeah.
This is pretty cool. It's a 6-mana board wipe.
Well, for Wizards Tower, we did 6 Almond Cat, 3 Almond Cat, and 6 Hour of Devastation, so we can open 3 more.
Go get the other ones. And I'll
So
trade you.
this is a 6-mana board
Okay,
wipe.
later.
It costs 3 less to cast if there are
Trade
10 or
it.
more non-land
What?
permanents on the
Yeah, that's
battlefield.
true,
So I feel like this card is good
is gonna
for
be the,
Commander,
Planeswalker.
good for Standard. This thing's pretty nasty.
I was paying attention.
I got another foil. I got a foil card and another full art
Land.
island. Best card in Magic. Boom, island. Don't worry about Planeswalkers. Islands get it done.
I'm sorry.
I got a
Mountain.
Batis Lack Reckoning.
I'm pretty sure Mountain is the.
I'm pretty sure you're a filthy casual.
Destroy all creatures. I am a filthy casual.
I was talking about that one.
Oh. Well, neither one of you guys are casual.
Oh.
You're not even casuals because you never get to play.
There we go.
I'm less than.
Full Art Swamp. This one's cool. The all the water. Everything's devastated in the picture from the Amonkhet version, but all the water is blood now. It looks super hot in foil.
How do you know it's blood? Maybe it's like.
I think it's
oil.
wine or grape jelly.
Yeah, sure. It's when
I can
the
see the argument
when
for that.
Nicol devastates a plane and kills everything, it generates lots
So
of
how
grape
do you
jelly.
know that it's not because Nicol
Are you saying that he doesn't have the power to do that? Because
Yeah,
he's pretty
I am.
powerful.
He's not that
I would.
powerful.
This is what I think because that's his head right there. So he's big.
No, that's not actually.
No, that's his
it's
head.
a monument.
He got devastated on some red wine and then threw up. That's what that is.
No.
Fact.
No.
I said fact.
He said fact.
Yeah, Brandon Jones fact maybe. Alright, so I had another cool pack. I get Dream Stealer. I think this guy's really cool. He's a 3-drop 1/2 menace. Black and 2. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, that player discards that many cards, and then he has Eternalized for 6. So he comes back as a 4/4. I don't know, I just think this guy's super good.
I had him in Two-Headed Giant.
Yeah.
I only got to connect with him once, but it was pretty relevant.
It's funny. I only have a one-headed.
And then I got a full as well. This
You wanna
one
show all those in there,
is
too?
super good. It's called a Braid. It's uncommon. Red and 1. Choose one. It deals 3 damage to target creature or destroy target artifact. We started seeing the first
I'm not
post
gonna pause like we did last time.
Hour of Devastation tournaments last weekend, and almost every red deck played some number of Braids, either main or sideboard or both.
I don't have enough hair for braids.
So, full Braids,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
From Flickery Challenged.
I mean, we have all Paul's cards. He actually didn't say anything. He just opened packs and
Didn't even look at him.
stacked
Yeah, I
them
looked
on
at
the
'em.
table. I can see clearly as this, which is another super sweet foil. Ronus' Last Stand. It's 2 mana. It makes a 5/4 green snake creature token.
2 mana?
2
Yeah.
mana.
Holy shit!
Lands you control don't untap next turn. So there's a downside, but it's
It's a
pretty
1-cost
minimal.
downside. Is if you have 2 mana, you are paying at most 4 mana for that as a result of it not
Over 2
untapped.
turns. But you can get it on
Yeah.
turn 2. So I got
Yeah.
one in pre-release. I only got to play it once, but it was right on turn 2, and I just rode him to victory.
Yeah, you win.
Yeah.
That's it.
I felt kind of dirty.
And it's a super hot
But
foil.
you felt good too.
I mean,
I got this is defeat.
oh man, that's great.
I got a
Is that just
Wow.
the card that happens to be on the top of the pile?
Of course it was.
Yeah,
you know
that's not a card that is. He did get some cool rares over here though. There's another Dorm Pouncer. There's the it's like a
Cat Lord.
Cat Lord.
This card's actually really cool. Cats.
It would be cooler if it was Dog Lord.
Cats are always really popular.
Got a couple
Pretty sure there's a
double
cat
cards.
commander deck coming out in the next wave of commanders are tribal.
There's gonna be 4 of them. 4
I'm
different.
pretty
decks.
sure cats have been unintentionally spoiled, possibly.
Possibly.
Well, that's only because people don't like discipline them; they spoil them. It's bullshit.
I mean, can't really discipline a cat.
You can discipline a
They have their own
Nah,
mind,
you can
so-
you can
That's
think
what I
that you
do for my
discipline a cat,
cats.
but cats do exactly what cats are gonna do,
That's what this
regardless.
one's
But anyways, he's 3 mana. He's a 2/2. Pride Sovereign gets +1/+1 for each other cat you control, and then you can pay a white and exert him to create 2 1/1 white
Wasn't there a really good
Cat tokens
doing
with-
something
with,
from the old sets I played?
lifelink. Brimaz.
Yeah,
Brimaz.
he's a
Brimaz
cat,
was-
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
is a-
really cool, and he
He is in
creates
fact a
cats.
cat, and he makes more
So
cats.
with that, he'd be a good.
But there's
Cat Commander
in
that
Almond
sounds
Cat
like
there
a
was a
thing.
cat lord who creates 2 cats and
Yeah,
then gives all cats +1/+1.
Regal Caracol.
Felidar Sovereign is still legal from.
So cat token commander deck.
Well, not
and-
just that, but standard.
Yeah, we're just talking standard.
Oh, all right.
But the commander deck will probably have new cards that have never been printed before, also in the cat tribal thing. So that I wouldn't be surprised if one of the commanders.
Are there
Yeah,
any?
commander's got to be a cat.
Yeah.
So
Are there any
Um,
They got this
modern
one, too.
decks that are like tribal, or
This
does
guy's-
this not work?
this guy's cool. He's a horse
modern
lord.
tribal, Merfolk
That's it.
In modern.
of the elves.
Elves and
No.
merfolk.
Elves and Merfolk.
Nothing
There's
cool
like a
though.
fringe goblin deck. Modern's a tough. Modern, there's a lot of like.
Well, usually travel isn't
9.
efficient enough.
Oh,
to
I mean,
make it
we
to
definitely
something
play a lot of
modern,
Magic.
in my opinion. Is the way I
But
assume
we
it
also
would
we have a
work
ton
out.
of miniatures players. We have a group that plays board games. So, like, and we have a huge selection of Magic singles. We probably have, I don't know, 500,000-600,000 Magic singles. But it's definitely not the only thing we do.
Use at least 5 or 6 magic singles, probably more.
I said 100,000 after the 5 or 6.
Well, both our statements are true.
Yeah. So actually, speaking of miniatures.
Well, let's
Yeah, whatever. We'll do it later. So
Paul, you're in charge.
Now what?
Wait,
You're contributing.
I
Remember, you're a professional.
started
cleanup
a
guy.
new addiction.
You got all the Charlie work.
Okay. You want me to separate them to colors?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
And
Oh,
foil
lovely.
and land and
that'll be good.
Rarity.
Color would be good.
Blood Bowl. So I came across Blood Bowl as a wee man for.
Skeletor?
Yeah.
No, it looks great. It looks like him.
I'm
For the Sega Genesis.
Overlord of Evil.
And that
Yes,
is what
man.
introduced me to miniature
Man.
wargaming. I didn't really ever get a chance to play much, but Blood Bowl is a fantasy football miniatures game, and there are a bunch of very successful video games based on it that play nearly exactly to the board game, so that's awesome. Games Workshop just recently, within last year, re-released it. It's on 5th edition, but they've been slowly rolling the teams out. So if you don't have, if you don't want one of the newer teams, you kind of have to like look around to get one of the older teams, or any Games Workshop model that you can mod to look somewhat like what the model should look like is legal, and that's really cool. Some people make some really awesome ones, but I've been buying all the teams on eBay if I can find them at a decent price.
Magic's definitely a little bit different in Europe. There's a bigger supply of Eternal staples, like for Vintage and Legacy. So the Vintage and Legacy scene there is a lot bigger than it is in the United States.
Or at least the tournaments are more supported.
Yeah.
So these are dark elves. They're like the bad elves. Although
Just
they're
because you are a
technically
bad guy.
ordered, they're technically good guys now.
Well,
Listen, just because you're a bad
they serve
guy
order.
Yeah.
does not mean you're a bad guy.
Which
Oh,
is,
he's the quarterback.
I think, I think people see order and immediately think good.
Yeah, well, it's like the Alliance in
Yeah,
in,
they're not really good guys.
I mean,
Warcraft.
Nazis were pre-ordered.
It doesn't.
Yes,
Probably more so than anybody else at the time.
I think.
I'd say that. Yeah, like so lawful evil maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it more denotes a level of civilization and organization, and less a axis of good and evil.
But what's cool about Blood Bowl is you form a football team and you try to. Some teams want to actually play the game, and some teams just want to watch the world burn, like orcs. They're more interested in smashing things because they are orcs.
Oh yeah, so speaking about orcs, they're real fun to smash the Yumi.
Yeah. But you get each team has just like Magic. They have like pluses and minuses. Some teams are good at something and bad at another.
Except for Chaos, who's good at everything.
Yeah,
Chaos is.
Are they represented?
Yeah, there's a Chaos team. I actually actually bought a really nice Chaos team today, fully painted.
Nice. Like.
It's
That's
really
the
nice.
best
He
one.
made his own. He took Chaos Warriors and made his own
team.
Chaos team and painted them, and they're like super nice.
Looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
Blood for the Blood God. Football for the Football God.
So the teams generally come in 12 if you buy them, but it's just like football. You field 11 guys, but your full team can have 16 players, and some teams have positions that are unique to them. So like the dwarves have troll slayers, and they have their own abilities, but the you have like a framework of what you can do, and then it's up to you to do that. So dwarves can only have 2 troll slayers maximum. They can only have 2 blitzers maximum. Orcs can have a special guy called a black orc who's really strong and has got high armor value, and they can have 4, and they're the only team that has black orcs. So there's a lot of uniqueness to the teams, and you build it the way kind of that you want to. When you do a campaign, basically you get like $1 million, and then you have to buy each guy. And if he gets killed,
Gotcha.
he's dead.
So you're doing a season.
Yeah. So
That's cool. Yeah.
we're gonna do a whole football season. And what it is you play 2 matches a week. You find anybody that you want, and the season ends when everybody has played everybody twice. So it's just like a football season.
Then you got to do playoffs.
Well, that's when the main season ends.
Gotcha.
And then you do whatever you're gonna do from there.
Is this the goalie?
This guy actually looks like a pro elf.
Maybe he's just the bonus guy.
Yeah, maybe. I could be mistaken too. He could just be a. Nope,
Yeah,
he's definitely a dark elf because it says it right there.
Oh, you have 17 with that guy.
But on top of just the regular base guys, there are also all stars that you can get. Like I have a high elf. He's a Prince Moranian.
Oh,
he's got
named
like
characters.
Yeah, and there's
Can you
big
get
guys.
Slambo?
I don't think you can get
Slambo. They did just make a new Slambo though.
Slambo's like the coolest figure. They maybe.
Did you see
you can get him for
the re-edition of him?
No, I just know his
Age of
name's
Sigmar.
Slambo. That's why.
Oh man,
He's
dude,
really
one
cool.
second. They did a limited release of them for the anniversary.
Everybody's leaving.
I'll be right back. We have a special guest, I think.
Do you have to go poop?
No. What?
You said you had to go drop off a special guest.
No, I said we might have a special guest.
Is this different than the last one? It looks similar, right?
Yeah, it's a re-release of him for the anniversary. It was like the 30th
Is it the
anniversary.
same
or
figure?
whatever.
Slambo's been around for that long?
Yeah, I think they showed the original one on the back, maybe.
Oh, see, this is the only one. They recently put this out a few months ago, right?
Yeah, for the
This is the one
anniversary.
I didn't know of an other one than this.
Yeah,
This is I just thought he had a cool name.
So what's up?
What's going on?
So we have a guest.
What's going on?
Grab
We
a chair and pull
are
up.
doing a webcast.
Oh,
If
really?
you show up when the
Yeah.
store's closed, you gotta participate.
I have to participate.
That's
okay.
a rule.
Okay.
It is. We were actually just talking about the Arerna Rex
Mandatory
tournament
fun.
that I know you're definitely gonna be a part of.
I'm going
You
to
gotta jump in anywhere.
Actually,
from
why don't you sit on this?
From there up.
Can
Yeah,
can
he
you
can
sit
fit
on?
like right here or right there, but this is like where the camera.
Come
All
on.
right, I'll come over there.
You can go sit next to me, buddy.
I'll come and sit next to you.
But then they also have like big guys and stuff. So the goblins can get like giant trolls, and the trolls will like throw them down the field. But there's
They're talking about pooping.
Yeah. All right,
They're
so
always funny.
here's the dropped off special guest. This is Roman.
Hello, this is Roman. Oddly enough, he's Greek, but
Oh, you're not actually Greek.
I'm not actually Greek now.
no, it's a joke. His name's a place.
So speaking of poop jokes, I was
Having a hard time?
no, I was
Can't get it out?
reading the comments to the female Doctor Who, and I don't particularly care one way or the other about
It's a
it.
bad show, so who cares? That's my opinion.
Whoa,
I'm gonna go that far.
whoa.
Doctor Who's really good.
So, anyways, moving on. So I mostly agree with like the people saying, you know, I get it, whatever, it's his own issue. But somebody commented, oh, it's probably gonna make poop jokes next, and then I was like, is that a bad thing?
Who's gonna make poop jokes?
The guy that was complaining about
Oh,
it
gotcha.
being a female.
Yeah, no, poop jokes are.
I don't know, what's the matter with poop jokes?
Because there's a reason poop jokes are funny when you're 5 and when you're 80. Because it's
It's always
simple
relevant.
based comedy. It's always good.
So yeah, when you do a campaign, like the guys, if they live, will level up and get more abilities and more skill, and you get fan factor, and it's really cool. There's a lot. It's a simple game. It's played on a board, but there's a lot of strategy, and the game's over 30 years old, so there's plenty of teams out there. Like I got it on Steam. It was $10. Actually, I got it on sale. It was less than $10. But the regular cost for Chaos Edition is $10, and it plays exactly like the board game, and it has 23 teams.
Nice. It's only $10.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll try it out before I invest in some minis.
yeah. That was the Chaos. There's Blood Bowl, there's Chaos Edition, and then there's Blood Bowl 2. I bought it a couple years ago, so that was the Chaos Edition was the newest one. But it's still like tons of people play it. There's I'm in a forum with like a Facebook group with like 8,000 members or 13,000 members that mostly play the video game over the and then there's ones for the actual board game too. But so yeah, I've been just like buying random team. I don't even know what I bought. It's pretty bad.
He's like, oh wait, that's something I bought for myself.
Oh, so
Dean
there
Martin?
is a like
Guy's name is
Dean
Dean
Martin.
Look at the
Dean
face.
Martin.
Look at Dean Martin.
there's a
That is a really nice mini.
a league basically that runs tournaments, and then they make promos. I'm not sure.
Wow, I like these minis a lot.
So these are like limited edition promos from one of the tournaments, and the guy sold me the last 3 that he had.
Oh, bottle caps.
There's a riot.
So
We're ready for Fallout.
this guy is Dean the Spleen
These look like
Martin,
Fallout, right?
who is basically a werewolf for the necromantic team. So there's a few different undead teams. One has like a werewolf and a flesh golem, and the old flesh golem looks just like Frankenstein, the model.
I got a flesh column.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I bet you it's sewed on in all colors of gross. So anyways,
One of those is true.
and then this guy is
Nice.
a lizard man, Croxigar, but he's like, it's Croczilla, and he's made more a little like a lizard. It was limited and I had to have it. No reason. And then these are just like bottle caps. I don't really know what these are for, but they say Sin City Bowl from
Great
one of the
song.
tournaments that were in Las Vegas. And then these are some
UFC, bro?
dice
Sorry.
from the tournament. So
I like the
cool,
Fallout.
cool stuff.
Ooh, there.
Yeah, real bottle caps.
But if you join that league, it's like it's $10 for the year. They give you a special set of die that you can only get for joining up, and they will let you pick whatever year they still have available
Yeah.
of dice, but they will not sell the other dice, so you can only get them from somebody who's joined.
I think they have a missed opportunity with this dice.
Why?
Because it says Sin City 4, and they use it as the number 6.
Yeah.
I feel like it
That's
should
fine.
be.
Well, I
the
guess that
side.
would end after the sixth
Six,
one,
yeah.
so maybe they just figured.
They
But
will
yeah,
have to-
that would have been cool.
Try and make 7-sided dice.
Well, you never see a dice that the 1 or the 6 aren't the ones that are.
This is an old Champions of Undeath team.
Oh yeah, that song stuck in my head all day now. Oh no. They say he's got to go Godzilla.
So this is one of the other undead teams.
Skeletons?
Yeah, they can. All the undead teams have access to like the skeletons and the ghouls and zombies, I believe. Maybe not the ghouls, but only the necromantic team, as far as I know, can use the werewolf and the flesh golem, and only the shambling undead can use the mummies and the whites, or at least the mummies.
Sounds like these are the winners.
Well,
Werewolves
apparently
beat
the mummy is like
Yeah.
one of the best pieces in the game.
Yeah, but
They're
werewolves are
super
cooler.
slow, but they hit really hard.
I don't know. That's what I used
So-
to call my grandmother.
This
I've never taken them seriously.
I really like these old boxes too. Like they're really cool, and they can actually hold the team in it, which is neat. Unless you have a like one of the bigger models.
Man, the casting.
But
the
I don't.
quality of these casting on these guys compared to what it is today.
Oh,
Yeah, and these are pewter.
Yeah.
Come a long way.
I have.
So like
Especially
that's a
with the
white.
plastic ones now.
Yeah, the plastic they're just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Does that have a date on it? Probably like the 90s for this one. I think this is 3rd edition.
You guys got some junk in the trunk, man.
1998.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is 3rd edition or 4th edition.
The,
or what,
I
but,
don't know. The old GW sculpts are really goofy looking.
but I love them. That's why I
I like
started.
them.
I really like them.
I think the sculpts are like they're way more cartoony, which
Yeah.
I like. But I'm talking about the actual casting has come such a long
Oh,
way.
yeah.
It's like some of those dudes, like the guy's face is just like it's not it's
That's
like
cool.
it's you can like
See what your face looks like when you become a ghoul.
Yeah.
find that guy in
Jeez.
specific.
Like these guys have it hard enough. They don't need you like body shaming them.
Right.
Jesus. So, anyways,
You're the one assuming their race, all right?
no, it says it right on there.
Yo, that
Lineman.
was just their assigned race, all right?
I think this conversation is a race to the bottom. So, anyways, there's a super lot of teams you can do. You can name your own guys, create your own team name,
Which is cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And you had another thingy, right?
Yep. So then we have one more present from Santa, which is also
Oh,
known as my wallet.
No.
What do you mean no?
No. That was it, wasn't it?
Huh?
That was all. Oh, I thought you meant there was more Blood Bowl stuff.
Sure you did. So this game,
Is a game.
yes, it is a game,
As most games are.
but it's not a Game of Thrones.
No, this is
No,
Warlord.
that was
this
last night.
is Warlord.
Although I think
not
they are
As
making a game for a Game of Thrones.
Yeah, they're coming out with a Game of Thrones tactical miniatures game.
So
I have a Game of Thrones board game that's awesome.
Yeah.
Anybody watch the episode last night?
no, I haven't
I
watched
wasn't
it
able
yet.
to.
I like at like 8:55. I was like, yeah, fine, I'll just buy fucking HBO.
Yeah.
That, me and my fiance were having that same
We did it
predicament
on
last night.
the
Yeah.
Fire Stick. We
Yeah.
were just like,
Just
ah.
like,
So this is a feudal samurai,
Feudal
Japan samurai miniatures game. It's a skirmish game, so
Low model
you
count.
need 5 to 20 models. This comes with 2 armies.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, what you do son?
35 detailed miniatures. What was it? $60?
$60, 35. That's less than $2.
$50.
Not bad, yeah.
$50.
Yeah,
Even
that's
better,
That's good value.
actually.
Yeah.
So skirmish games are really cool because you don't need like a high model count, and generally the game doesn't last as long. And if you
It's easier to play.
most games have like some alternate rule set or are able to go to a higher model count if you so choose. If you want to spend 3 days playing a game,
you just
there's,
play Warhammer.
well, there's time and place. Sometimes Like
Yeah.
sometimes you legitimately want to like have a whole regiment.
Well, if you get games like Warhammer, which are like the meat and potatoes of miniature games, like you're sitting down for a full meal, it's good to have beer and pretzels once in a while. You know what I mean? You want to just like sit down and have.
So these are the bases.
Right. So you know,
this is the same company that makes or distributes Bolt Action.
Which is the one we did last show.
Yes.
Which they may or may not have the option to see or ever have seen.
We posted the video.
It's on YouTube.
It just
This
took
one
a
will be
really
on
long
YouTube as
time.
well.
So they come with the bases, which are pretty much
I'm really hoping
very
that
similar
this
to the.
piece right
Actually,
here,
these might be
these
thicker.
are better.
These
it's
are
an arm
thicker.
like this.
These
Arrow
bases
on
are. You'll be happy, Josh.
The bases are better than
These
last.
bases are way better than the Bolt Action.
Oh, these are
bases.
quality. Oh man, look at that.
So
That
it
is
comes
super
with some
quality.
cards.
They
I assume
heard-
tell you what the guys.
Warlord Games heard your
Dude.
feedback
Some dice.
And get
These
back.
are
and adjusted.
They were some flimsy.
Were they bad?
these are special dice. They have like X's and looks like swords. So that's got to be the combat dice. We have some bigger bases
Those
with-
are.
with a like
Yeah.
squad bases.
Yeah, they must be trays.
So these small bases
Plug into the.
slide into the these bigger bases, so they must form like a
A
unit
unit.
of some.
So you see this piece right here? There's an arm going like this with an arrow coming off of it, and I'm assuming that it is like this. The arm goes like that. The arrow's coming off of it.
Okay.
But I'm really hoping it just goes onto a character and he's just like balancing an arrow. You know what I mean? Just like walking
You
around.
could always mod it, do whatever you want. That's pretty interesting.
That is actually. Yeah.
right.
A lot of people
Yeah, we could
didn't
decide
like
exactly
the
which one gets
like
which one.
tray formation movement system of the old Warhammer, like the rank
That's
and
why I never
file.
played it. Was
But
because of that.
to me, I liked it because it made playing to me the problem wasn't the actual putting it on the tray. It was more the
The ease of moving.
the obstruction to distance. Like you kind of had to like measure the wheel, and that's where
Yeah,
it
that was
became
real
kind
miserable.
of hard or tedious or whatever.
Oh, that's nice.
But in Kings of War, you can you just get 2 free pivots, and it makes it so much smoother. Because like having to move like 50 guys or whatever, like you can have units of 30 plus zombies, skeletons, whatever, and having to move 30 of them,
Yeah.
it's time consuming. Like being
Yeah,
able to just like put it on a tray was really nice.
I'm not gonna lie. Every game of what was it? Was it 8th edition, the last edition of Fantasy?
Yeah.
It was the same thing. I played against Wood Elves. They had
Or was it
skirmish.
9? I
They
don't
had
remember.
skirmishers, so they didn't have to move in movement trays, and they were really fast. They would kill my weakest unit, and then run away for 4 turns, and then I would lose.
So I would like to.
What does that have to do with the conversation?
He was talking.
I
About
couldn't.
About what?
I couldn't
trade.
catch them because my guys were very slow, and I had to be on trays, and I lost all my movement pivoting around to try and chase these elves.
Okay, that's the part that I
Yeah.
lost.
So, I'd like to take a second to appreciate this amazing packaging by these little feet. You see this stackability here?
For the
That is-
sprues.
yeah, that's
actually that's really nice. It's
Yeah.
very compact, makes it so they don't
Yeah,
have to waste
like-
a lot of box space.
and you don't get anything that's pushing off the tray at all.
Yeah.
Like, this is really nice for something so stupid. Like, I
Just
appreciate
tiny
it.
little bit of extra plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean they put thought into it, so
Yeah.
it's
Ah, never
interesting.
mind. I take back all my praise.
Well, that was not in with those. That was in with the other.
Yeah, that has its own
Trays.
slot.
Nope, this
Don't
company
slop.
sucks. Let's boycott them.
So these are the
Um,
cards for the different units and stuff, and there's a ton of them.
God,
Um,
That'd be a small.
So we
card.
have like a samurai hero, loyal spearman. We have an injury card, injury ongoing battle, wise samurai, experienced spearman, devoted samurai, bowman, spearman, bowman, spearman. These must make up like the units.
And then there's a bunch of injury cards and some other kind of cards.
Oh, proud troops.
Those must be some kind
Honor
of
once per
upgrades.
turn. If you have no dishonor card and your opponent has 3 or more, you gain +1 die on the next test made by a commoner. So it must have some like feature like Legend of the Five Rings where certain actions must be dishonorable and other actions are honorable and stuff like that, and you can cards might trigger off of it. Like in Legend of the Five Rings, or at least the original one, not the one that's coming out in August by Fantasy Flight Games. If one of your guys died and they were dishonorable, they would die dishonorable, and that game had graveyard memory, so he would always be dishonorable. And when he died, whatever is personal, each character in that game has their own personal honor. When he died, you lost family honor equal to his personal honor. And one of the ways to win the game is to start a turn with 40 or more honor, and you would lose immediately if you ever went to negative 20 honor. So it was a whole portion of the game was managing your honor. And obviously there's some clans that don't care about honor.
Don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like scorpions.
You're a scorpion.
Perfect aim, banner bearer, sergeant, musician, sergeant of archery, knockdown, action. So there's some action cards. I'm not really sure if they go to a certain unit or agility once per turn. +1 die on an avoid roll. So that must be like a save, I'm guessing. And then this is more wise samurais. This is more of the same thing, but the cards are different. So yeah, you must be able to get, this is a leg injury. So there must be some sort of mechanic to determine where you got hit, maybe like War Machine. And
Yeah.
then it affects your, like if you get an arm injury, you get -1 aim.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So yeah, we'll have to try it out. I'm super excited about this game. I actually ordered this game in March, and
You just got it?
yeah, I
Yeah.
just got it last week. So ran into. It was a pre-order, but we still ended up getting it a little bit later than we're supposed to. But so the main rules, not too many pages. So 15 pages, lots of pictures. So I would imagine this game is not very hard to play. We'll have to
And you get some cutout scenery you get here.
try to
That's pretty cool.
try to learn it, and then maybe have another
Yeah.
little demo or something.
We know
And
how
then
you
there's a
War
strategy
Machine players
guide.
love your 2D terrain.
Looks like it walks you
It's
through
not
like a
terrain.
battle.
If it's 2D, it is not terrain.
It's all
Instructions how to put the guys
imagination
together,
of the player.
which
I like that a lot.
yeah, I really appreciate when they give you instructions.
complicated
I
guys.
hate putting things together wrong, and I hate the fear of thinking that I might be able to
that
mess up and not realize it, or
doesn't magically make it 3-dimensional.
you don't know what.
It's definitely one of my
Maybe in the fourth
biggest pet
dimension
peeves
it
of
does.
The game I play the most.
Yeah.
We got some
Say that again?
pop-out tokens.
Biggest pet peeve of mine. Is,
Some treasure
no
chests
instructions with more
that are
machine models.
numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure if they scale, or maybe
Three
the
now.
goal is to get like all 5 of them or something.
There's some more terrain pieces on there.
Yeah.
bushes and such.
I like how the train has a damaged side and a good side.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
All of them have that.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, look, they have a 3D hand train.
crazy.
Is there 2? There's only 1, right? So
Well,
yeah,
there's
that's
only one of
definitely a
those.
little hut or a dojo or something.
Yeah, and then it gets destroyed
Huh.
when something happens in the game.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's gotta
Like
be
maybe
what it
you
is.
can't hide in it once it's blown up
Yeah.
by tanks or whatever.
Or maybe you lose
I don't
some
think there's gonna
points,
be tanks
control
in this
points or
game.
something.
Cannons.
Probably not.
Pillaging
Feudal
fire
Japan.
arrows. Fire
Fire
arrows.
arrows, yeah.
There's absolutely cannons.
I'm
in
not saying there
Feudal
weren't
Japan.
cannons.
Yeah.
Not
On the
super
description,
pro,
it
right?
well towards the end it was.
Yeah, just like because the feudal Japan had like Gatling guns at one point. Like it was still feudal Japan.
I saw The Last Samurai too.
I played a lot of.
I love that
I
movie.
played a lot of Fall of Samurai, Total War, which was
Yeah.
super good.
So it's the Emperor is
You got
weak,
the
challenged
gun
by the
troops,
might of the
you got the
Shogun. The clan lords align themselves with one side or the other, taking advantage of the turmoil to settle old grudges and seize new territory. Their loyal samurai, consummate warriors trained in the art of the blade, must do their bidding without question. But one of the things said that they had like muskets. Test of Honor is a skirmish war game played with a force of 5 to 20 models led by a samurai hero. During each bloody battle, you will learn new skills and be tempted by the path of deceit and trickery. The ultimate test of honor. So it seems like it really mirrors the Legend of the Five Rings, a place where honor is a force more deadly than steel. But where did it say about?
Hello, Dark Raven. Thanks for coming. Don't forget to hit that follow button. We'll love you more for it.
We promise.
It's a promise.
So somewhere on here it said something about muskets. So they must have.
Maybe one of the units we have over there were
You gotta stop saying the
musketeers or
word unit.
something.
Every time you guys say unit, I think of Robert Downey Jr.
Well, unfortunately, when we're talking about miniatures games, we have no choice.
But anyways, if a force
My
is
unit
5 to 20 models or units, and this comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This one has 17, and this one has 18, it looks like. So it's probably pretty close to a full army, and there's only 5 additional units available.
Yeah, if it says 5 to 20, this has more than 5, so you're good. You can play 1 game with this technically.
Well, I think that's what it's. I think it's
Yeah.
2-player starter was the
Oh, gotcha.
intention.
$50, not bad.
So
I gotta
split in with somebody,
really gotta
$25. Get get a bunch of guys in
I
samurai
would like
armor.
to say too, you should grab a few of those pieces from the show we did last time, because I'd like to say that I think these are the best models that he's ever painted.
Paul,
Yeah, like he obviously actually spent some time painting these.
when Paul
Well, you
takes
generally
his time, he does a good job.
Generally, when he paints, he goes and he bangs them out.
Yeah, he slogs through it
And
for no reason.
when he showed me these guys, I was very impressed.
A lot of people
totally good enough to be a Storm Army.
A lot of people get intimidated by the painting aspect of the hobby. I bought a Warhammer army in like the mid '90s, put it together. I had a blast. I was having a really good time, imagining the little battles in my head, how things were gonna go. And I picked Necrons, which is already like a pretty easy.
Yeah.
I picked them solely because they were theoretically easy to paint, even though they look super cool. They're like Terminator Necrons. Terminator Egyptian guys from futuristic type, which was really cool. But as soon as it got to painting them, I was just like, nope. And I don't even know what I did with my stuff.
Yeah, like he actually painted in the lines.
But I went to a trade show in there was a Games Workshop rep there, and I was telling them how like I read about everything since like the 90s. I've been following like Warhammer Fantasy and Blood Bowl, and he gave me a guy and was like, taught me how to dry brush on the spot.
That's a rough.
So he gave me a primed guy. I dry brushed it, and it already looked halfway decent. Like literally less than a minute.
Yep.
So there are like really simple techniques that you can do to make your guy look decent. It's really not that hard. It's more just having the patience to do it. But these are some bolt action guys, which is the other game, one of the other games.
The one that we did last.
Yeah.
At the very least distributed by. They have like an agreement with like Osprey Games. I want to say it's like Osprey that makes them and Warlord distributes them.
Or
something, but
the team of Osprey helps with the rules, or
I really don't know what the actual deal is, but this is a World War II game. So Paul painted these up. He did a pretty good job. Reenact a bunch of battles. They have a Band of Brothers starter, which is they had a show about that was really popular for a while, and they have like a German versus United States starter. They have all kinds of like different battles you can recreate or make your own battles. The thing that I think is really cool is there's an alternate game called Conflict 47. Yes. Which is like, what if the war continued and they started developing mechs and stuff like that, and it uses the regular bolt action guys also. So it has like additions, because obviously you can't have a mech in actual World War II game.
Right.
How do you know?
There's crossover.
It's not historically
not that we've uncovered yet.
Yeah, right. There we
As
go.
far as we know.
Were you there? Were you there?
Maybe.
He might have transcended.
But
Maybe you were a mech, and you're so advanced and now you're a person.
no.
That's
And you don't
advanced.
even know.
Kind of like Blade Runner. Are you the Blade Runner?
New to MTG, and I've been making mono black zombie deck meant for standard. Is it possible a deck like that to do well against modern or other? No.
What? Yeah, that's mono black zombies is like one of the better decks right now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
In
Oh, I
standard.
just assumed all
Standard.
decks are
In
crap.
standard.
In standard, mono black zombies is one of the top decks. It won one of the big events.
Well, it says
a
to do
couple
well against
months
modern
ago.
or other formats.
But
It will be
There are-
tough. Nothing's impossible. Like it's yeah.
Paul's
Oh,
right.
so you're an expert in Legacy Zombies?
What?
All right, what?
Nope,
Tell me what zombies that you would use in modern zombies.
I was just saying that an actual standard list is going to have a hard time being a legacy
You don't know
or
that.
modern
I think
list.
a standard list of the highest caliber is going to have a hard time beating a mediocre modern or legacy deck.
It depends. There
I
are
don't know.
certain decks have bad matchups.
That's it.
One of the-
Don't
one
most
of the
legacy
things-
decks like take off by like 2 or 3.
One of the things about zombies is that they can recur their guys, so if they don't have graveyard hate, the traditional like just counter and burn all your guys doesn't really work as well. And there are a lot of zombies being printed throughout all the sets, so you might have to get some of the other zombies, and it's right now it's not one of the tier 1 decks, so Nick's right about that, but you could definitely build a deck that will win some games. It'll definitely have some game to it. There's a lot of cards that work really well with zombies, and it's Legacy is like a really big format, and sometimes fringe decks can get there. You just have to really learn the ins and outs of your cards. So if your deck is just like random zombie that doesn't really do much, that deck's probably not gonna win. But if you get like
A perfectly in sync deck.
or if you just learn how to sometimes it's just learning how to beat certain decks. So like if you're playing a deck that's playing against a deck that's playing Wrath of God, and then you play the new zombie that just like comes back if you have no or one card in your hand, then it's going to be really hard for them to beat. So the ball is in their court for the power level, but it's not impossible.
And
You can put up a good fight.
there's certainly you can pick up
Improbable,
cards
not
to
impossible.
you certainly pick up cards to upgrade your deck into those formats and do better.
Yeah, the dual decks are so the question is, what deck would you suggest for a new player? Dual decks are boring, and now I want to make one myself. So generally, the theory is that you want to start off in standard because the standard environment rotates every 2 years or so. So it makes it, there's only so far back that you have to go to try to build a deck if that's what you're leaning towards. So standard is a great place to start if you're a new player. Modern has no rotation, so it's really nice knowing that barring something getting banned or a new card getting printed that just hoses a certain deck archetype, that it's always going to be relevant, at least somewhat, and you don't have to worry about constantly buying in. But the jump between power level is really high. So with standard, it's really, if I were a new standard player, I would probably go to like MTG Top 8, and there's different tabs where they break down the formats and they show you what's a list of like the last tournaments. They do a really good job of getting as many tournaments as they can, all the big ones certainly, and click them, go through them, and see if there's anything that sticks out to you, and then try to figure out like why it's winning. Or you're more than welcome to always stop by the shop, or if you don't live around here, I'm sure there's a store that it would be more than happy to walk you through the ropes.
But preferably this store.
But standard is definitely an easy entry point.
Well, I mean, I think draft is the best entry point, right? For
Draft is a very good way
you
of
get the cards,
build up your
right there,
skills, build up a collection of cards.
especially
But
learning how to build
ideally-
decks.
But as far as building a deck and like specifically constructed, Standard's probably the easiest competitive format to get into.
Ideally, if I were a new player, I would try to find a deck that looks interesting to me. Everybody's got their own thing. Some players like countering everything and saying no, and other people like casting direct damage and going over the creatures, and some people want to build up a huge army and make one big attack, and some people, to each his own. There's a lot of things that you can do in Magic. There's really no right or wrong answer.
Well, there's a wrong answer. Any blue deck.
There's
Counter decks are wrong answers.
We'll agree to disagree.
And then
You're gonna say Charbelcher.
the other
I
direction.
mean, even though you're pretty uncivilized, we'll try our best to keep it
the other entry
uncivil
plan
terms.
direction you can go is if you're looking for like a really good pre-constructed deck. I would suggest looking at Commander. It's more of a casual format, so it's good if you're looking at build a deck and play casually with your friends. And the pre-constructed decks for Commander that Wizards make are fantastic. A lot of times we just play with those instead of our own decks when we're actually playing. They're super good right out of the box, so that would be a route you could go if you're looking for something a little more casual and you wanted to just open up a box, sleeve up a deck, and be able to play with it and have it be decent.
All right, so can you continue on before I was so rudely interrupted? I would find something that I like, and then you can draft, and it basically draft is you play with optimally 8 people. Everybody buys 3 packs. You take your first pack, open it, take 1 card. That card's yours. Then you pass your pack. Somebody passes you the pack that they had, and you draft your deck that way. So you'll see a lot of packs. So if you're looking for a particular uncommon, then you have a better chance of finding the actual cards that you want. And the draft is a tournament, so for like $10 to $15, depending on whatever your local store does, you get a whole tournament. You'll play with players that know how to play, and generally that most Magic players are pretty happy to see like a new player and will help you out. They're certainly not going to let you win, but they will generally teach you what you did wrong after the match and give you some tips and pointers and stuff. So draft is a great entry.
You get the cards too.
Yeah, and then you keep the card. Whatever you draft is yours.
I also think it's a really good way to learn how to build decks, although it's not the same. There's a lot of skills that translate. It's kind of like trial by fire. Like, you have 45 minutes to make a deck out of what you have. And that's how most people have to make decks. Most people don't go to a shopping cart, build their deck, and then put everything into it and get them. They have, what cards do I have? I'm going to make a deck. I want to get 1 more card to add to this kind of thing.
So if you're playing against, like, aggro decks, you could get board wipes. So if they're doing, like, creature aggro and just pumping out a bunch of, like, cheap, efficient creatures, you can just stop playing things that say, destroy all creatures.
Or do 2 damage to all creatures.
Yeah, or like if they're playing, if your friends are playing like 2 toughness creatures, there's a 2-mana card called Pyroclasm. It just does 2 damage to all creatures. If you notice that they have 3 toughness, then there's 3-mana ones that do 3 damage, and you can go that route. Aggro decks
are the best.
One has red vampire or something. Yeah, so it's probably like a red black vampires. A lot of those decks, they go all in at first, and if you can just destroy all their creatures with 1 card, you're going to create such an advantage. They're going to, like, blow their whole hand and have nothing left to recover with. So I would look into maybe white or red. They're pretty good with dealing with those kinds of strategies. Additionally, there's a new black card called Bantu's Revenge.
Bantu's
Last Stand. It's 3 mana, and you destroy all creatures. It's one of the most powerful board wipes that they've printed. It's got a pretty steep drawback that you don't untap your lands next turn, but if it stops you from dying, you weren't going to untap your lands anyways. Are you guys going to play some Magic? We might do a Wizard's Tower real quick. By real quick, I mean an hour. Also?
Well, I mean, we're pretty much done, right? Because all we have left is the...
I think
maybe
William Majesty definitely saw some play in the zombie decks in Standard. There's like 1 or 2 of.
Yeah, but check out MTG Top 8. They also have modern decks listed. They have it all broken down by format. You just click the format that you're interested in, and there's just tons of decks in the database. It's a really good resource. I use it a lot.
And of course, you guys are always welcome to call or message the store.
3 Almond Cat.
We try and do everything we can to help out players, both casual and competitive.
So we're gonna do a Wizards Tower real quick, which uses 9 booster packs. It was originally based off of the original Fat Packs when they had 9 packs in them.
Correct.
So basically, you take 9 packs, you add, was it 20 of each land?
16.
16 of each land, shuffle it up without looking at what's in it, and you play a multiplayer game where everybody shares the same deck in graveyard. You draw 5 cards, and you lay out 7 cards.
16
when it's your turn, you draw a card, and then you pick a card out of the 7 that are laid down, and when there's no cards left, you re-lay out another 7 cards. So it's got some interesting play to it because you're sharing a graveyard. So especially in a set like Almond Cat where they have a lot of cards that count your cycled cards in the graveyard for certain effects. Like there's a 2-mana 0/4 creature that gets +1/+0 for every cycled card in the graveyard, or every cycled card with cycle in the graveyard. And there's cards with Aftermath that you can only play in the graveyard. So you have to be super careful about what you're playing. It's not just like strictly, I'm going to cycle this card, because you may...
It may come back and bite you.
Yeah. So it's really interesting.
I'm opening these packs. I'm not looking at them. I'm just seeing out the land and the token.
So we were not really... this is kind of improvised on the spot. So we just need to clean up real quick.
That's what makes these the kind of things cool.
There's 16
Yeah,
of
man.
each.
Paul said it's cool. I gotta. Oh man.
I don't want to play anymore.
I think I've gone.
Bye guys. We'll see you next week.
I think I took a left where I should have took a right in life.
Wizards Tower is definitely a fun format. It's very different than anything else we've really played. I kind of like stumbled upon an article that Wizards put about in 2014. So it took us a while to actually try it out, but I'm glad we did. Because it's super fun.
And I had actually seen another star running it for
And he was
a
like,
long time.
we're as good
but
as that
it's
star.
kind of it's just a far drive. So
I've never heard of Far Drive.
yeah, well, some things I'm
It's right around
willing
the
to
corner.
drive for, and some things I'm
Fire
not.
drives, right? Yeah.
Like I'll be
Dreadwater is
driving
really
to
good.
Indianapolis in August with this guy.
Yeah, probably.
Lord have mercy on my soul. To go check out the new Legend of 5 Rings being unveiled by Fantasy Flight Games, which was like my absolute favorite game for well over a decade. Played that game for just about the whole 20 years that it came out.
Let's see if he's on the screen doing
I
that.
don't know what that was.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what that was.
Embalmer's Tools. Which ones are Embalmer's Tools? I don't recall.
It's like the hook you stick up to his nose.
Metallic Mimic's a really good card. Any of those tribal
Think so?
tribal
Not playing
things
this.
just like
He doesn't
really
play
makes
Yeah.
better.
True, that's true.
There's a lot of cards that utilize like +1/+1 counters now. So
If you want to slide
Metallic
down those
Mimic is a keeper.
cards, it'll probably be easier for you. Oh, is that what he was doing? Just trying to figure out
We
how
assume
many
you're not actually playing the game because you don't play games.
people were here.
I wanted to try this. I seen you guys play. I thought it was fun. I wanted to
Well,
give it a
You've never
shot.
seen
you
me
get
play
green then.
Yeah.
I'm red because red's the best.
All right, I'll take green because I'm a rookie at this.
Can you guys slide over
You
at all?
pass my,
So we're not like, 'cause
glasses,
it's basically, I don't know if you guys can like shift a little tiny bit.
Roll
Once I pass
This
my
way?
glasses.
Yeah, not much, just so that the third person's not being blocked
you.
by, because that's I thought he was getting up. Just try to pivot some, so you're on the camera as well. Basically, just get as close to him as you can.
All right,
I
so
don't want to get close to him. They might think something's going on.
these are all the cards from the booster packs. We can look at them, shuffle them up.
We all know
we had 3 Amonkhet
He's not my type
and
either.
6 Hour of Devastation.
Yeah, that's kind of what he just said.
I still have no idea how to play him.
Favorite planeswalker.
You've played Magic before.
Sarkin. Yeah, Sarkin's probably my favorite. He's
The red Sarkin from Dragons of Tarkia?
yeah.
That one's...
Well, the
He's
no,
awesome.
I meant the one from.
Oh, Sarkin Vol.
Sarkin
The Sarkin
El
Vol...
Loco.
Was he the first one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sarkin
I
Vol
like
was
him.
the red-green one.
No, wait.
This is,
No, it wasn't.
You used the red
Lands.
one. That was from Dragons of
No, it was from
Tarkia.
Khans.
Oh, Khans of Tarkia,
Khans.
yeah.
Well, Dragons was the third set, right?
Yeah, Dragons was the third set.
I stopped playing before that came
Yeah,
out.
no, it was Khans of Tarkia. I messed up.
Well, I assumed there was a new one, like a better
So I'm
version
gonna
of it.
shuffle up the lands.
No, that was the
so
last
we're-
one. So there's 3 versions of them.
And then we're gonna mix
There's
the
the
lands into
green-red
the
one,
booster
Sarkin
packs.
Ball. There's
win.
Sarkin the Mad, which was
Yep.
from Rise of Eldrazi, which in Spanish was Sarkin El Loco, which was really cool. That's one of the few times
Sarkin
where
the
like the
Crazy.
Spanish card was like strictly better than the real one.
So,
Well, the English one.
who am I? Ready?
Liliana Death Majesty's
Yep.
just...
Yep.
Oh, yep.
Got it.
I mean, it's hard
Yep.
to argue against Jace the Mind Sculptor. He's definitely the most...
Broken.
He's very, very good.
I mean,
All his abilities are relevant. He's got
Oh,
4
no, no.
abilities. They're always
Sarkin's not my
relevant.
favorite anymore. The dude is now.
The dude.
He's one now.
Yeah. That narrows it down.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
With the right
I
Russians.
think
75% of all.
No,
I think
he's
Death
the Gideon.
Majesty.
Yeah, the new Gideon's really good.
No,
most
with an
play
N.
in
The new Nicole
Sideboard.
Bolus is brutal.
Yeah.
Who's the demon? That's now.
Ob
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Ob Nicholas.
He's really
yeah.
cool.
Such a cool name too. Ob. What
Yeah.
up, Ob?
Ob Nicholas is really cool. I like him a lot. I was playing him for a while, and I
Ob
really
Nicholas?
enjoyed that deck. There's some really cool Saurons.
I like the storyline for Domri Raid. It's pretty good.
Who's that?
Domri Raid from Game
Red
Crash.
green guy from
Never
Game
heard of
Crash. He's a Gruul
No.
Yeah.
planeswalker.
Nope.
Are there any
From
goblin?
the
No, I'm just
planeswalkers?
kidding.
There's
Guild.
what's the goblin?
Dak Faden's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Dakfane is super
That's a
cool.
cool
What's
name.
the
He's
red
the
guy?
greatest thief in the
Artificer.
multiverse.
What is that guy's name?
Oh,
What?
Duretti?
Artificer. Duretti. Yeah, that's it. That's the
From the
goblin one.
commander deck.
No, Tezzeret.
Tezzeret the demon.
No,
Isn't he?
Tezzeret's just a jabroni with a metal arm.
I think he is a jabroni.
He's from Esper.
Tezzeret's
some
really cool.
lame place.
Also, people who play blue counter decks are bad people.
Yeah, a lot of those people play Tezzeret.
Guilty as charged.
A lot of those people, and Brandon Jones, Tezzeret.
Well, he's a bad person for other reasons.
I also like combinations of black and blue and white and blue, red and
Black
blue,
and blue.
Green and blue.
black, blue, white,
I like red,
black,
black.
blue, red. So yeah,
So
You gotta slide over where you're not in the camera. I'm
Cool.
blocking you.
time intensive here, but you want
It'll be fine.
to mix the lands in as well as you can without looking
usually
at everything.
Wizards will start a spoiler season,
Just move over.
give or take about a month
How about
before
I'll make you as uncomfortable.
before the set releases, and they'll start trickling out information to try to build up excitement. Ixalan was
An accident.
somehow spoiled. Don't think that was
Yeah.
not intentional,
I think
but
somebody
it
at the
happened.
pring company
So
got a hold of a
really,
sheet.
Internet. would be
Let's just say that somebody doesn't have a job anymore.
Most likely not.
Yeah.
So,
I imagine they were not happy about
but
that.
usually about a month before, and then they've started doing like these special non-standard releases. So the next one coming up is
Commander.
Iconic Masters.
Oh, well, there's Iconic Masters that will not have spoilers at all.
Yeah, and it's the first time in a long time that they've done an actual set that comes in booster packs without spoilers. So who knows what's in it? And it's Iconic Masters, so it really could be like just about anything.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now?
That's
I
not on
am
no reprint list.
Mixing
anyways.
the cards from the booster packs with the lands. So that when I shuffle this last time, we'll hopefully get a fairly even distribution of land.
Gotcha.
So
I like it.
Like I say, it does take a few minutes to.
Just pile shuffle. I mean, just bridge shuffle.
Oh yeah. Savage.
Yeah, every time, dude. Every time
So,
I draft,
sit
I
the
do it. I
shit.
like bend him as much as I can too. I'm just like,
But it does take a few minutes to set
you're
the
a
give me your
tower.
human
nerd
being.
tears.
It
Have
is
a
definitely
terrible
worth
human
it though.
I hate these.
Definitely worth it.
Feel weird in my arms.
Wait, your arm hairs?
On this, like it's the texture's weird.
Ah.
I'm not
Your
a fan.
texture is weird.
Well, some of it is.
I still looked over a card here. I saw it. There it is.
What a savage.
Well, I don't know what the card was, but I saw that.
Cheats McGeats over here.
I know.
Anything for an edge.
Cheats
This guy.
McGeats. Fucking
Unbelievable.
folding sheets.
As you can see, folks, we have a great time gooping on each other,
Is that what we do?
especially when we're here to. We've
Listen,
been
Donnie,
hanging
you're out of your element.
Kiss my grits.
He doesn't understand what that means.
What? No. He's gonna.
All right,
pretend
so
it
there's
is,
the
though.
tower.
I like it. Can I have it?
So we roll Seagulls first.
Oh, me.
16.
We're committing the cardinal sin of rolling spin downs. We know,
20.
but we were not prepared, and
You didn't actually roll, Paul.
Oh,
I
20.
just don't care.
I got a 20.
I get the 20.
Okay, so
You did not. You didn't even roll.
I did too. You messed
Did you
up
actually
on
roll
me.
it?
I know I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 1.
All right, so it'll
First
go
time.
clockwise from Nick.
All right, so in Wizard's Tower, we start with an opening hand of
17.
5.
5. That's not enough. These things. This one's mine. I'll let you guys see what I got. What do you have? Life?
20.
Oh no.
And
There goes
then
Tokyo, Coco, Godzilla.
You take the top 7 cards and lay them out
Wait,
face.
don't you get a free Martin
yeah.
where you can? It's like the partial Paris
Okay.
type thing where
Where
you
you
can
can.
ship any cards that you don't want and then just redraw that many more. The first one's free.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna-
pitch roll 5.
I probably
I'm
should.
also gonna pitch roll 5.
I probably should, but I'm not gonna.
You know what? I think I'm
Live
actually
boldly.
going to do the same thing.
Okay, I've
You
never
gonna
played
keep?
this game. I don't give a shit.
Alright,
Yeah,
so-
I'm going to keep
I
it
got no
all.
strategy. I'm
I'm
just
gonna keep
playing.
it all.
Draw 5.
It's going to be a river,
I
so.
think I'll keep mine.
I mean, I do not have
How
enough
many do you
lands to
have?
do anything with, but I did happen to get one of each of the 2 lands of the 2 colors of the cards in my hand, so I feel like that's pretty
And the
good.
rest of you guys are keeping your openers?
Yeah,
So now we'll lay out 7 cards.
this is my opener. Mostly for cans.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I get that one.
6. Somebody did not do a good job shuffling.
Well, I was getting heckled.
Guess who that
Even
was?
is fine.
Heckle, heckle, heckle.
3 planes.
Whatever.
3 planes in my hand.
I ain't got no plans. Or
Good.
any of color that's on there. Alright, so how do we go first?
Magic is definitely.
Magic is versatile.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh is a fine game. We have a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh players. But it's not quite as versatile as Magic. There aren't a lot of formats.
Yeah, it doesn't really lend itself to adaption. Like the great thing about Magic is that
Single card.
there's so many ways to play it, like so many variants. Because like especially considering that Magic is like the very first card game like this, it's really, really admirable how well
It
they
is
designed it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it certainly got its flaws like any other game.
All right,
but
so one of the big differences is the draw step. On the draw step, we get to pick one of these cards and draw one off the top. So I'm gonna pick this.
so you draw first.
No.
That was the card. I
Oh,
called
yeah, you
that
do.
one, dude.
So I'm
I
gonna
called
draw,
that card.
and I'm gonna pick Feral
Does
Prowler.
this river get
Yeah,
Once it's gone-
once it's gone.
It refills.
And in
another
multiplayer Magic,
play
you
forest.
draw first if it's single player.
And
You
pass
draw
the
get to
turn.
draw on the first turn, so he got to draw, which is
I see. I
an
see.
advantage.
So what do you think about the tournament Sunday? You coming?
I'm going to definitely be trying to.
Well, you don't have to buy
Absolutely.
anything to
The,
play.
I know. That's
Arena
probably
Rex.
why.
Trying
So,
to, yeah.
Oh, I guess I should. play
Roman's
on
a
land.
recovered Magic player.
I am. I sadly lost most
So
of
I'm
my
playing
stuff on fire.
Desert of the Fervent. It's a land desert. It enters the battlefield tapped. It taps for red mana, and I could have cycled it to draw a card, but that would leave me without red mana. Table's yours.
Do you know how to play Magic?
Who, Paul?
Ever so slightly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just
Take
move
this
that in the
white
middle a
land.
little bit more.
So
Play the white land.
All right. So
You
we get
might
one
call
of each.
Paul a
It's one of that
novice.
and one of that.
Yes, that's
Yep.
why I got the green dice.
So you draw and then you pick.
Could I take a look at that blue and green thing? I don't know what any
Yes,
of
you-
these cards in the set are. So
Yes, have some.
scry means I look at stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at the
I guess
top,
I'll take
whatever
this. I
amount
don't
of
know what
cards.
those things are, but
Okay.
That's a counter spell.
And those are
and
two
those
well,
are
I
planes.
feel like one of
Planes-
you two would have taken it. So
Tap
what?
4 white mana.
is that
It's a basic land.
That's how that works.
so? Is that the little thing that looks like a tree on the top of the card?
Pretty
No.
close. You had a 1 in 5 chance.
Yep, it's the one that looks like a little
Well,
sun.
1 in 6 now.
No,
Boom, colorless.
it's not in this set.
It's you're not in this set. I'm.
Yeah, the change to the Link monsters is definitely a big game changer for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Go ahead, Nick.
I believe the intent was to slow down the format and bring things back a little closer to the way the game was originally. Whether it works or not, who knows? But I believe Konami's intent was to attempt to make the game more enjoyable for everybody.
They just need more blue eyes, white dragons for that to be the case.
I think they did that a
There's-
while
I'm
ago.
pretty
Yeah.
sure they need to do that in every set.
There's,
Yep.
I know at least one person that would wholeheartedly agree with you that more white, blue eyes, white dragon makes everything better.
It's not Wheeler, is it?
Michael?
No, this
Isn't like all the cool stuff from the show banned? You can't actually use any of it.
My plan worked. The counter spell wield.
Is that your plan?
Oh yeah.
one of our players. He
It was just.
plays a couple different games, but his name's
Yep. So
Matt
we got to
Clark.
lay out
He's
7 more cards.
an awesome guy,
Damn,
Who
another
was
counter
awesome?
spell.
Matt Clark.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Wheeler.
But he loves Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I said.
Oh, we got a god.
Oh,
Bantu
no.
the
Glorified. You can do it. I have faith in you. So, Bantu the Glorified is a 3 mana, 4/6 legendary creature god. He's got Menace and Indestructible, but he can't attack or block unless a creature died under your control this turn. So it's a little bit of a drawback.
Little
But-
situational.
Yeah, but for 2 mana, you can sacrifice another creature, scry 1. Each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life.
He's really, really good.
So,
Must be each opponent
especially in
making
this,
this.
it's each
Yeah, yeah.
opponent.
Yeah.
He's very good.
So I guess that's the card you're taking. He's like, I'm gonna get that card. I have no idea how to use it. But
Okay, I'm gonna take that guard card.
all right, now, Joe, why'd you
Ruin it,
correct him?
Savage.
Why would you correct
It's got to
him?
be worth at least $3.
Why would you correct him? I was really hoping he was gonna grab the wrong card. He only got it.
Oh, he was definitely going
He
to.
only picked it up because you guys were talking about it. I was all pumped. I was like, oh, he got the wrong
Yeah, but you're the one that said he was going to pick it. You probably would have let it go.
Yeah, he probably would have taken like
One of the lands.
brute strength or something, or cancel.
Cancel's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't
Especially
Cancel
with
good?
no islands.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Double blue, no islands.
You essentially
like it.
cancel your pick.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take one of these eggplants.
So you're taking a swamp.
Oh, and I think he needed that swamp.
Needed that swamp.
This is the swamp is called Ass, and it's just basically a canyon filled with water.
Alright.
Get it?
Okay.
Swamp Ass.
Uh,
It's got a little bit of bushes around
Wall
the
of
edge.
Forgotten Pharaohs. It's a defender with a tap ability. Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs deals 1 damage to target player. Activate this ability only if you control a desert, or there is a desert card in your graveyard.
Is there a
Yeah.
maximum hand size?
7.
7, yeah. All right, well, that seems good. Once there ends up,
Being a desert at one point or another.
yeah,
Yo, let me get that guy.
that's a card. Let me use this cat.
Take the cat.
I'm gonna attack Derrick for 1,
Derek one.
and I'm gonna play a bat.
He's got a bat.
Man,
Ladies and gentlemen, he's got a bat.
He's a
a bat.
hasty bat. Go ahead. He's a flying.
I need to
Got
start
there.
being able to do stuff.
Full-time flyer, part-time
Got a
haster.
forest,
Look at
fellas.
that.
So I can cast my turn 3 1/1. Oh,
Oh.
I get one of these too.
Yeah.
You do.
Woo! That. Oh man, I'm gonna pump you up. So I'm playing a Frilled Sandwalla. It's a 1 mana 1/1 lizard. You can pay a colorless and a green once per turn to give him +2/+2.
Wasn't that the name of the giant?
So that
in
he's
Game
actually
of
pretty
Thrones?
good in limited.
1 mana,
Dangerous.
1/1.
Yes, yes.
It was actually something really close to that. It was like
Yeah.
1 wag, 1/1 or something like
Yep.
that. this one up. Yes.
Now that I got
Kept
more
the
than
cancel.
7, I got to get rid of one, right?
Is
What?
it? Are you not playing anything?
Are you not playing any lands and/or creatures this turn?
Yes, I got to do that.
I mean,
Nope. You have to throw away that god
Throw it
card.
away.
feel free to time walk yourself.
Yeah. So if
He's
you
not
have
playing those.
over 7 cards in your hand, you immediately have to discard a card to the person sitting on your right, and they get to pick it.
Oh, it's left.
Nope.
No, it's in the discard pile.
Yeah, which is my hand because you always discard to your left.
No.
I discard to the right.
Not
you
if
done?
you're right-handed.
I discard to the right.
Are you done?
Pass.
Okay. Paul's got.
I have till the end of the turn to reconcile the 7.
Why didn't you
Yeah.
cast your guy?
Paul's got a
3
strong,
mana.
strong strategy. He has 3 mana.
Which
He has-
also you pick him up.
he has a 3-mana creature in his hand.
Oh, he's got a plan. Maybe he's on the CJ plan.
Oh.
So yesterday we were playing Wizard's Tower, and this guy gets what is it, the Locust?
Locust
King.
God.
Oh, very
Locust
nice,
God?
Yes.
He's like a 4/4, flying, indestructible.
He's not
Anytime.
indestructible.
Oh yeah, no. Flying whenever you draw a card, you get a 1/1 flyer.
7,
And
correct?
in
7.
this particular format, he's even more broken because this is drawing a card on top of this drawing a card. So he's getting 2 1/1s every turn, and he had a whole swarm, literal swarm. Is it
did
scarabs?
nothing with it?
Scarabs, right? He had a swarm of scarabs.
I watched the moment.
That was a
Those things
Yu-Gi-Oh
can
card.
fuck you
That was a
up.
really good Yu-Gi-Oh card for a while. So CJ, so he plays it and he's tapped out, and then CJ was the only player with 2 red, and he goes immediately after Nick while Nick's tapped out. And the other thing about this card is when it dies at the end of the turn, it goes back to your hand. So in the pile is a 4 mana or 5 mana red spell, double red, that does 5 damage and exiles the creature. So we're like, CJ, take that and kill the Scarab God. And then CJ says, I have a plan. He doesn't take the
CJ
card.
Lewis?
No, CJ.
Oh, little
yes,
CJ.
CJ Knight. And then doesn't do it. Plays a card to draw a card and then passes. And then Nick just dominates like pretty much the whole game with
Because he picked up that card, right?
because he untapped with it and then it was indestructible, and even if you do deal with it, you just got it back at the end of the turn.
Nice.
And
That
like
was
CJ
really
was
smart.
like
I really
had
like
one.
I really like this format.
I only had 1 mountain, so I couldn't cast it, and the other player had 0
Hey,
mountains.
you know what? CJ had a plan. His next turn,
But yeah, he says, I have a plan.
he unsquenchable thirsted
Plan to lose.
the Locust God, which worked out very well for him.
Did you pay him? That's collusion. That's illegal.
What?
Yeah,
Hey,
you
pay
bribed him. There's no way somebody can make that bad of a play.
Are you,
I'm
are you
gonna
serious?
play
When you went to
Tragic
grab his
What is-
card,
what
I
is the
tried to push
Yeah,
the
yeah, that's what I'd say too.
I
kill
draw
spell
2
into his
cards.
That's
hand.
what I'd
Do we
say
have
if
a
I was
mutual
a
discard
briber.
pile?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a mutual discard pile.
Yeah,
Nice.
everybody shares a graveyard,
So draw 2.
which makes
And
it
then
really
discard one if I
interesting
don't
with
want
these
to return
sets
a land.
because there's a lot of like graveyard stuff that goes on. There's all the aftermath cards. There's the friggin'
Oh, so if you have an aftermath card, it doesn't necessarily benefit you.
I'm going to discard
Yeah.
the desert
Why would you do that?
so that I could get this guy online.
oh,
Go
you
ahead, Nick.
dirty dog, Roman.
So I guess we're all just gonna kill
Yeah, we
Paul.
just have to kill Roman immediately.
That's okay.
Why is that guy good?
No, he's a 0/4 that just deals 1 damage when there's a desert in the graveyard.
Every turn?
Every turn I tap it.
We'll just kill Paul.
I could do that.
What happens when this is gone?
We all lose.
Really? Is that actually the case?
Tower crumbles.
In order of the person who has to draw the first card.
Yeah.
Oh, so if you mill the deck, if you're last, at that point you win.
That's different.
I was kind of hoping for like a reshuffle.
No. Nope.
It's like
Reshuffles
Uno.
are no bueno
Yeah,
unless you
Uno.
have a
Keep
card
going.
to reshuffle.
Alright, so I'm
Your
going to
card.
attack Roman with the bat and Paul with the cat.
I'm at 18.
Back cat.
Alright, what's the cat?
1.
You take 7 damage.
So 1-3.
For 1,
Yeah,
3.
Let's see.
Don't do it, Paul.
Don't start making enemies now, Paul.
It's going to be bad.
I think.
I'm just gonna keep saying that to him every time. he
Oh, a
takes
line
damage.
has already been drawn in the sand.
It's
My goal
Vote of
in
one.
life is not to lose to Paul. I don't need victory. I just need to not.
Alright, I'll take it. How many am I taking?
You are taking 1.
Okay.
So you're 10 already? Jeez.
Oh,
Don't
wow.
start. I saw you mess with my dice.
I didn't touch your
Alright,
dice.
so I'm gonna pay 3. I'm gonna play Bantu's Monument.
Okay.
Is that the red one?
No, it's
Bantu.
the black one. It says black creatures.
Isn't Bantu the name of the taxi
Spells
driver
you-
in Deadpool?
Yes, it is.
Cast costs 1 generic less. Whenever you cast a creature spell, each opponent loses 1 life
That
and
for
you
the
gain
dream?
1 life.
Bullshit.
I'm gonna pay
I'll
1.
give
I'm
you a
gonna
nice
play
crisp
Sacred
high
Cat.
five.
So each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life.
Hey!
I'm gonna play Sacred Cat. Look at me.
And I'm
Trying
gonna
to
pass
throw it
turn.
down to 18.
The game's called How Quickly Can We Kill Paul?
We've just added a new win con to Wizard's
Blue.
Tower.
Tron is almost online.
What does exerting mean?
You,
Oh, it just doesn't untap
it
next
does
turn.
not.
Yeah.
Yep.
It does something extra good,
I'm gonna do 5 damage.
but
to Paul
gets
next turn.
tired.
And then at the end of your turn, I'm going to deal 1 damage to
Oh,
him.
Paul, you better get that desert out of the graveyard, or you're gonna get the
Or you're gonna
wall
get some
of
horchata.
pinger thing.
I'll
with
attack
back.
Paul for 1.
Alright, so let's see what I can do about
Nothing.
that.
Absolutely
Take it.
nothing.
Do you have any?
That's what she said.
Do you have any instance interrupts or fast effects
Yes, I know that rule.
that you would like to
glad that
initiate?
He's just like, I get hit. Hold on. These are the same cards I had
I'll
last
take
time.
it 'cause I don't have the right color.
Table's yours.
Just see him pick up the table and just start dragging it away.
Wait, I got somethings. No, I don't.
Let's see what I do.
Hopefully, play some cards.
I'm gonna
discard this land.
play Exemplar of Strength.
Somebody kill it.
It costs 2. Go.
I think you're missing some effects there,
I'm supposed to have
Senor.
-1.
Senor
I
Pablo.
got -1 on my
-1?
Nope.
Yeah, it says put 3 -1 counters on the target creature you control.
So,
Yeah.
so
That's
-1?
Yeah, no, it's -3.
Ah.
Oh, so
Senor Pablo, always trying to cheat.
Wizard,
No.
You and this guy. I gotta.
I think we should get some
Jeez.
6s over here too, so we can.
I'm
Wizards has provided us with handy
surrounded.
-1/-1 cards, Paul.
That is great. That's great.
Look at that.
Good that they do that
Boom.
now, finally.
Utility.
Boom.
I know.
They're
There's not as much
perforated.
not as much paper wasting
Boom.
either now.
They just come right out.
I'm gonna attack you.
and
You're
there
gonna
you go.
attack me with a what?
3/2.
I'm gonna take it.
Are you exerting?
You personally?
I'm not. Are you exerting?
No.
All right. Yes, I'm taking it.
All right.
You don't want to block with your wall?
No, because I don't want it to die.
Oh, it's an interesting strategy.
He has a
It's just a
lot
wall.
of mana open.
No, it's a pinger wall.
Yeah, that's why.
You're a pinger wall. I know what it does, Nick.
But, well,
That was what we call sarcasm.
you don't have any of that.
Sarcasm.
Stop.
Sarcasm.
Hold on.
Yes, they are.
Yes,
Yes,
have
it is.
some.
It's definitely good to have those around now, especially during like the drafts and such.
I'm gonna play this frilled Sandwalla.
Oh, he's copying you.
Is that what he did?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I'm the OG.
Oh well.
I clearly played that on turn 3.
Poser.
Awkward.
Poser.
Just trying to be like me.
Got them.
I mean, I don't blame you.
I will sit here and think for a second.
And
Not
my,
bad.
At
my
the
secret
end of-
strategy
at the
is
end
I'm
of
gonna
each
let
turn-
everybody rip these, and then I'm gonna keep them, and they're gonna become like really rare in the future.
Right.
I'm gonna sell them and retire.
Like those cons, the flip over cards that
The
have all the little
checklist?
markers. Yeah, those things are worth
Yeah.
so much now.
Yeah. At the end of.
I mean, like the Innistrad ones, if on like tournament, yeah, like on Grand Prix, they go for like $3.
That's crazy.
I almost got a game loss because I didn't know in tournaments you either have to have none of you guys with a checklist or all of it. It's got to be all or nothing. So I had like 2 checklists, so I used those, and then I had 2 of it was Gideon, the flip
Okay,
Gideon.
yep,
Yeah, so I had to run around to like every dealer,
to try
and then like dealers generally don't
carry
at a
them.
Grand Prix they don't carry like a lot of 10-cent cards. So I found one guy and he charged me like $3 per checklist, and I was just glad to have it.
Yeah, $3 and a handy.
I'm
Alright, so you're gonna ping
yeah,
somebody?
I'm gonna ping Paul at the end of Josh's turn.
Oh, get wrecked.
And then my turn
What are you pinging me with?
with
His
my
wall.
wall.
Are you bashing your head against the wall again?
Actually.
Okay, I'll have to take that. 1.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Put down
thought
my
we'd come
dice.
from I thought
I
we
didn't
went
touch your
away.
dice.
Fresh ass stifles.
I found a whole lot of
What
them.
did you
gone.
say? What did
Well,
you
there's
say?
that
At
there's
the
that
end of your
bird
turn, I
guy.
pinged him
Yeah,
and
man.
won.
He's
Because
blue
there's a
though.
desert in the graveyard.
Gotcha.
So stifle.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna play a Resolute
Oh,
Survivor.
Do that to me. What does that mean?
So
It's a
I may exert Resolute Survivor
Kind of like
as
just
an
a binding
attacks,
play that you make.
and whenever I exert a creature,
Brick.
Resolute Survivor deals 1 damage
Brick.
to each opponent, and I gain 1 life.
When you exert a creature,
When I exert
it deals
a creature,
1 to every person.
to
you
every
gain
person,
a
and I
life.
gain 1 life.
Yeah.
Damn, you got a really
That
good
goes good.
shit going on right now. I feel like
He's got one too.
Yeah.
Anytime he plays a creature,
I don't have crap.
Let me get this guy.
because he's not good at Magic.
Apparently.
Alright.
Well, it's because he stole that god. I'd already have that god
Oh,
online
man.
doing stuff.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Shouldn't have.
I'm going to.
Did I pass that?
No,
How
it
much
was,
does that
you
guy cost
you
to
had
play?
taken your card and then you put him out. And
Two regular, no color, and 1 black.
So why haven't you played it yet?
I'm gonna cycle this card.
oh god.
Oh, cool. I get 10 life and 14 mana, and you all take 10 damage
I like it.
because of the cycle.
Down to
I'll
4.
allow it. Alright, so let's see here. I guess I'll attack Paul for 2 in the air. Since
Okay,
he
I
seems
can't-
defenseless
I
and
can't stop that.
no you can't. I'm gonna pay
Oh, you already had 11?
white and 2. I'll play Dauntless Even.
Oh, I'll take 1.
And everybody will take 1, I'll gain 1.
Hey, he's at 22 now.
I have a card that
No.
says I don't take any.
Pass turn. Dauntless Even's pretty sweet. When he attacks you, untap a creature you control.
Oh boy!
Oh,
Is that another god?
it's legendary. No, it's a Sphinx.
It's a
It's like Nick. It's a sphincter.
I was just thinking Sphincter as well.
Sphincter.
I think
says
this is what? No.
Oh, I think I'll take this 1 mana common.
Do it.
Just kidding. Oh wait.
I know what I'm taking out of that pile.
So I have Unesh, Cryosphinx Sovern. He's
Cryosphinx?
6 mana, 4 colors, 2 blue. He's a 4/4 flying creature, Sphinx. Sphinx spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Whenever Unesh, Cryosphinx Sovern, or another Sphinx enters the battlefield under your control, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put 1 pile into your hand and the other into the graveyard. Sounds good.
That seems good.
Yeah.
He's a Cryosphinx.
So,
And I have
Paul's also a Cryo Sphinx.
8 cards in my hand, so I have to play something.
chemical warfare now.
Play this guy. He's a 1 mana
I'll
0/4.
start that game with
Whenever
Paul, who'll
you
win.
cast a blue,
Yeah.
black, or red spell, you gain 1 life.
Ooh.
And then I'll attack Nick for 2 with Vigilance.
I'm not gonna block. I'm gonna go back to 20 life.
Vigilance.
Tables, yours, Paul.
Untap.
Don't do it, Paul. You better not dirty dog me right now. I swear to God. You dirty dog me right now, I'm gonna be so upset.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
I don't know. Maybe I should. But then I wouldn't be able to do anything.
You either have to take that mountain and all
Gotta
that.
get that island.
I'm gonna take them out.
No, Bantu's Monument specifically says you gain 1 life. You don't gain life equal to the amount lost. So I only get 1. But each of these guys takes 1 because it says all opponents lose 1.
I don't like Paul going before me because I feel like he always grabs the card I want, and he's just randomly picking cards.
Yeah,
There's no rhyme or reason. He's just like, that one, and it's
Totally fine.
Alright, I'm gonna.
I told him I wanted the island too, and then he tried to convince his turd to get it. You're a turd too. I'm killing you next turn.
Hey, all's fair in all love and war.
Exactly.
My new goal is to make Roman lose before Paul does.
Oh, we're changing plans.
That's my goal.
That's our plan now.
That's my plan.
That's
It should be your
that's his
plan too.
It's my plan as well.
Yes.
Roman, you should use that wall on
play
Josh
that.
this time. He's threatening you.
I'm thinking I might.
Savage man.
Can't attack
that one
anybody.
one.
You can attack Nick.
I mean, you can attack us all.
Yeah, but nobody's got. I only got a 1 to attack, so.
It'll turn into a 2/2. I know you read the card. You must have forgot.
Well, I'm a rookie player. I admit it.
What's that got to do with
Nick,
reading?
take 1.
No, that's not.
Oh.
You don't just take it off and ping them. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
not.
I gotta do that.
So you're gonna declare an attack against
That
me
card
with
is
that
broken.
creature?
2-mana Triskelion.
I will
Triskelion.
block with my 1/3.
Paul knows.
Well, in that
Triskelion
case,
is.
Oh.
In response, I'm gonna use white. Oh, I can't.
What are you trying to prevent damage to your own guy for? He's doing 1 damage to your 2/2. It's not even doing anything.
yeah, but he gets to do something.
Did you gain a life when you took that off? Probably not.
No, I didn't.
Well, it's a mistrigger.
Oh, I'm a rookie.
Yep.
You don't get special rules for being a rookie.
Did you make your skill check? Yep.
Got it.
Oh,
When we play D&D, he just rolls, and if he sees a high number, he just says, "Yep." Doesn't know anything about what he's hitting or.
Just every
And
time.
I
Yep.
gotta get rid of cards.
if
I
it's,
messed
over,
up. I
if it's
misplayed.
over like a 14, it's a yep.
No idea what the target number is.
I got 9 cards here, so I gotta get rid of 2.
Cheat skeets. Get
Look
rid
at
of
this.
that.
I
Get
had
rid
a
of
whole
that guy.
turn
What are you
with
doing
eight.
at random for?
What
Don't
are you
put down. What?
Are you gonna discard random?
He put down 2 cards this game too, which means when he started the turn he had 9.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we had an entire.
No, he
turn with
took
an
one
extra
back.
card.
No, he put down 1 card.
Ah,
I thought he put down this fire.
And he
one
drew
as well.
2.
He
So he
picked
had
up,
7.
picked up that fire from right there and then put it down. So he
Alright,
put down
so
2
I
this
gotta
time.
get rid of this
So
card.
he must have had 8.
Let's get discarded. Alright, so he discarded, that's the end of his turn.
No, I gotta discard 1
What is
more.
that?
What's that?
Uh,
Well, I'm picking up my cards. I want that island.
I'll counter.
taking the
I'll
island.
counter that island.
What?
I'm gonna counter it with the counter spell that you passed me.
I didn't pass the shit.
Yeah, you said
I gotta get rid of
I'm
this
gonna
card.
pass it because if it was good, you would have took it already. So I'm gonna counter the island.
I don't think you can do that.
You don't think or you don't know?
Oh, it's really
This card
not
sucks.
that bad, Paul.
Did you just do what I think you
Yeah,
did?
he just dropped.
All right. Well, at least you don't have 2 swamps.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty good.
But that was a
card.
randomly like
Yeah.
you know that had.
I think you
no-
should have let him shuffle his hand and
Just
I mean, it was about the same, right?
Shit, I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean,
he
got
was
rid
gonna
of-
go for it. I think you should just let him discard it random. It would have been funny.
So, I have a question. Say I got a spell that will instantly kill that. It's an instant. And it'll kill that guy, or it will make it go back to his hand, or it'll exile it for a turn, or whatever. It will remove it. If I announce my attack, and then he declares his block, and then I use it, will it
It's
still
still
block?
blocked.
It is still
It's
blocked?
still
Still
blocked.
blocked.
I want.
If you happen to have trample, then it will assign damage. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's just blocked.
But he won't take the damage, so if it was lethal for his creature, it would take none.
If you remove it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Think of it as layers.
Tricky, tricky.
Mm.
No, I know. I just wasn't sure which layer. Alright, so...
I think you're in the discard cards at random layer.
No, I'm not going to be doing that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that side of the table is the.
Yeah, this is a really fun format.
I'm enjoying it so far. It's different. It's very slow and relaxing. It's not too
Yeah, it's,
fast paced and heavy that I have to try and keep up.
it's really good. It's like it's simple. All you need is 9 packs and a bunch of lands.
Yeah,
So it's a pretty cheap way to play limited.
very laid back.
Alright.
And if you're a rookie like me, it's fun to learn different ways to do things too.
And it's really fun to gang up on everyone.
I'm going to unsummon your wall, dude.
You know, unsummon it. Let me see. Okay, so in response, I'm going to tap and deal the damage to you.
Alright, now I'm exerting and attacking you with everything. I'm going to attack you with this dude
What
and this
are they?
dude, and I'm going to pay that to make him bigger, and I'm going to exert him.
So how much is it all together? First off,
8 damage.
and how much is it separate? Is it 4 and 4 or 5 and 3?
5 and 4.
What?
So
What's
it'd be
that go
9.
for?
5 and 3.
5 and 3. Okay.
And
Went to
depending
the,
on how you respond.
Olivera School of Math.
Oh,
Oh wait,
I never
wait,
said
wait.
I was good at
No,
math.
wait. Maybe it's the Nick and Paul School of Math.
I never said I was
I'll
good
be
at
there for
math.
I'm gonna
10
keep the
a.m.
5 and I'm gonna block
Matter of
The
fact,
bus
I
leaves
even-
at 9:15.
I even admit that I'm bad
Alright,
at
well, in that
math.
case, I am going to let him die.
Okay, and I'm gonna take 5.
Yep.
Damages.
Yeah, it's 20 life. Yeah, and that's one of the really cool things about it. One of the times we played, we got an invocation and we didn't even know until the game was ended.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, it was.
when we do like tournaments, when we play in the store and have a buy-in and stuff, we at the end for prizes we'll lay out the rares and foils and make picks based on the order people get knocked out of the game. So yeah, there was a invocation Vindicate in there, and nobody ever drew it, so we had no idea. So that was a pretty sweet surprise.
You ate it?
Oh god. Alright, I guess.
No,
How do you know it was sweet?
What?
Why would you eat an invocation?
I did not eat it.
How do you know it was sweet?
Because if
Yeah,
he eats it,
yeah,
he gains its
yeah,
power.
yeah.
Case in point,
But you
it's
said it
going-
was.
You ate
You
it.
said it was sweet.
Nope, he ate it.
So like the invocation is like
I-
a different.
Nope. Just figure of speech. But that Vindicate was not eaten. It will be eventually landing in my commander deck where it will destroy permanents.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do
Hopefully.
is I'm gonna grab this guy from here, from this pile. I'm going to play. Yep, I'm going to play him, Kenra Scrapper. It's a 2/3 with Menace. I may exert Kenra Scrapper as it attacks. When I do, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn.
Is that a
I'm
red
gonna play-
creature?
It's
Yeah.
a red creature.
Yes, that's
I'm gonna play for 2 mana my wall again, and
Oh,
I'm
it's
gonna
back.
pass turn. Kinda gotta refocus since I'm back at 8 now. Now that I took that big, huge amount of damage from.
So are we planning on finishing this, or because right now we're at 2.5 hours?
Yeah, we're.
your 2.5 hours.
We'll just try to speed the game up a little.
Alright, so we'll do that.
We skip Paul's turn and assume he does nothing.
Alright, so I'm gonna attack Josh with everything.
Why?
Whoa!
Because
Because
you're being
hurting
cocky,
me.
that's why.
I'm not. I'm only trying to kill you because you.
Now I'm on Roman's team.
Why?
Yeah.
Don't be on Roman's team.
It's crazy how this works.
I bought you a
too.
coffee today. Roman didn't buy you shit.
He
In
owes
fact,
me years of
He
apologies
spit
for what
in the
his,
coffee.
Yeah, for what my people did to
what
his
his people did to me. He owes me.
What?
We're located in Fall River,
What Sasquatch did
Massachusetts.
to Irish?
It's kind of
Jewish, man.
You're
Ger-
Jewish?
Yes.
Germans.
a little
did
less
to
than an
the-
hour away from Boston, and it's about 20 minutes away from Providence, Rhode Island.
Very much
We're actually
so.
right on the
Jewish?
border
Oh,
of
yes.
Rhode Island.
Like,
Oh yes.
are you?
Practicing?
Yes, that's what. Are you? Is your religion Jewish, or are you saying
Is it my
your
turn?
heritage?
No, I'm
Heritage
attacking
and
Josh,
religion.
but
All right. Well,
he needed to find out why I have to be an apologist to Roman.
So are you
I mean,
gonna
I'm
cast
super
it?
German too. Look at me.
It's
Are
totally
you gonna
okay.
cast anything,
Okay.
or are you just like?
No,
Same
I'm
here.
trying
Blonde
to
hair,
think of-
blue
I'm
eyed.
trying to
It's
think of the most.
crazy.
I'm trying to think of the most offensive thing I can say. That's all.
So 6 damage, and Nick gains life.
And
Right now I'm killing
gonna
Nick.
Tap my bat.
All of my attacks.
Oh
are
no,
going
I'll
towards
untap
Nick
this
now.
jabroni cat.
We got a question.
The
Uh,
jabroni
you
cat,
say
huh?
no?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go back to 21. I'm gonna cast a creature spell.
I have a question about foils. That
2 and 2. So everybody's gonna lose one and gain another one.
Yes, anything can be foiled. Correct?
Yeah, any card from a current set will have a foil version of it.
But they actually just announced that they're switching over to just foil tokens for the
FNM. No, that's for FNM.
for the FNMs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Because it used to be just a promo of whatever they wanted it to be, and
Remember?
I played a creature, you guys
Now
all
it's just
take a
tokens.
damage.
No, I'm gonna counter that guy.
Okay. I did not take a creature. Cast a creature.
See if
It
you
was-
can do them all.
Yeah, that's the goal.
No, I still cast it. Everybody takes
Everybody takes
one
one.
and I gain one.
Nick, you're about to kill me by accident.
Oh, you're that low? Well, it's a tough life.
Very true. Very true.
I guess I'll take this so nobody else can have it.
Fools are cool.
One down.
There is one down.
All right.
Leon's Elite. Was that that might be only in the Planeswalker deck. So that may not have a foil version.
Which one?
Leon's Elite.
Oh yeah, so I stand corrected. It has to come in a booster pack for it to have a foil version. For a very long time, every card would be released in a booster pack, and then they might reprint it in some sort of ancillary product.
Yes.
But starting in like one of the Plane Chases or Commander 2013, they started printing cards that were unique to those decks. So anything that was printed in one of those would not necessarily have a foil.
So the new Planeswalker decks
Yeah, I
have
forgot
cards
all about
that
those.
are unique to the Planeswalker decks. So those wouldn't come foil. And like sometimes the Commander decks will have brand new cards. Those don't come foil.
That's why I made a mistake.
Although the new Commander decks, the Commanders are foil, which is pretty cool.
I'm gonna attack
Paul.
Nick.
It was when I was
that's
reorganizing.
3.
It was 2 separate.
I will block the 2/3 with my 1/3 Feral Prowler.
All right, I'll pump the 1/1 Blizzard guy to a 3.
Okay, I will take 3 damage and go to 19.
Oh, I hate you.
Need to start killing Nick.
Well, I'm trying.
We gotta take care of one first. We gotta take care of the disabled corner pocket first.
I don't know.
Are you
Nick's
talking about you or Paul?
building
Both.
up quite the advantage.
That's the
Make
second
it a
Good
time.
one.
mess. Make it a
That's the
mess.
second
Good
time
one.
you kicked that coffee over.
Good
here.
one.
Big good. Strong work.
Whose coffee is that?
It's Paul's.
Oh my
I picked
God.
up for him last time.
You're gonna.
Empty.
Sounds empty,
It is.
just like your head.
Okay.
I ain't
Give
got
me my
no
red
rocks.
land back.
What?
That was mine, wasn't it?
No, that was mine.
Oh, all right.
All right. I'm gonna use my red land. You take 5 down. Oh, you're out.
I'm taking 5.
You're out?
He's
Why
not
is
out.
he
He's
out?
out.
I'm
No.
taking 5 damage.
You have to take 5 damage.
What is it?
You have to
Chandra's
take-
defeat deals 5 damage to target red creature or red planeswalker.
Okay.
He just sees 5 damage. That's you.
I'm sitting there like, wow.
For 1 minute,
one
that's pretty
mana.
good.
Standard power creep has gotten intense.
Well, technically, I'm just saying, aren't you technically a planeswalker?
No.
Isn't that like the lore behind
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yes, I
It
suppose, but
started
they're
with like
talking-
you being a wizard.
You give me my
and
white one
they
back,
just kind
too.
of like went.
What white one?
I had a white
Why do you
land.
keep trying to steal my mana?
I'm not stealing. Give me my white land
Oh, no,
land back.
Paul,
Stealing
Paul,
is
you
looked
didn't
down
have, you
upon.
didn't
Yes,
have
I
a
did.
planes.
I don't think he had a plan.
You can't. Look, you haven't made any white creatures yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
means
so
you
clearly you
couldn't
couldn't.
I'm
legally
not
have
done
it.
yet.
He hasn't made any black creatures
Why didn't you
either.
attack with that guy?
I didn't finish my attack time yet.
Attack time happens all at once, Paul.
He hasn't.
It
Who
was
did he
an
kill?
instant
When
I
he, did he
did.
kill your
He
dude?
killed
Yeah,
my
no,
guy.
true. He wanted to.
He wanted to deal 5 damage.
He wanted
to me.
to remove Roman from the game.
He's like, I have this card. You
I know, I know.
Tap, I take
First
You
of
deal
all,
five
like,
damage out.
let's
Yeah,
never mind the
that's
fact
okay.
that Roman's at 7.
Yes.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not coming in last.
play that.
What did you do? That heck guy had 2 -1/-1
Yeah, I'm
counters.
attacking with him now.
Why is
To
it?
who? Why isn't he tapped?
All right. So what do you do to attack? There you go. That's step 1. Now what do you do?
You should put that artifact back in your hand. Because you can't cast that while you're attacking.
So it's a 3/3 right now attacking, correct?
Who are you attacking?
It's 2.
I'll
Yeah, it's a
attack
3/3.
you.
Okay.
All right. Why don't you resolve your trigger?
That's what I did. I removed the 1/1.
Did you gain
Okay.
life?
So you don't want to gain a
You're
life
not going to
then.
gain the life.
There are words on the card. Usually you read them.
Well, I gained a life.
Actually, like usually I read it like once and then I just kind of try to remember it.
Oh no, I don't.
I'm
but-
terrible at memory. That's why I'm old.
Alright, I'm going to block with my
Or
Feral
why
Prowler.
you're old.
It's
My
a
memory
1/3.
started failing and then I got old.
Okay.
I think there's a little
I'm gonna play
causational
this
relation
card.
backwards.
That's there is
You
a
never announced who you're attacking.
No, he
untap.
did.
Did he?
What?
I
Why are
untap.
you untapping?
Why
Alright.
would you waste that card? Why are you doing it just to
Prevent
play
all
it?
damage.
What damage?
No, I blocked your 3/3 with my 1/3.
I'm just canceling everything I just
He
did.
did 1
Yeah.
point of damage.
Alright, so I'm playing the instant that untaps
Do
the
what you want.
creature.
Yep, sure.
So that way when I get attacked
That's a pro
again,
play.
when
Oh,
I,
yeah.
when I get attacked again, I could use
That's
him
really
as a block
good.
instead of being
Instead of
untapped.
just casting it, letting them try to attack you, and then casting it in response and
It's an instant.
being immune to damage for the
Alright, so
turn.
what, it
But-
prevents all
I don't know
combat
what
damage?
happened. He just
No,
prevented.
just to him.
Okay,
Just that
so
creature.
my cat dies.
Cats
Your
dead.
guy does not take 1 damage. And I draw a card.
Oh.
Alright.
Well, I know you're a new player, but if you ever stop feeling bad, you're probably better than Paul.
Or at the very least, if you feel like you're a bad player and you start playing and people offer you advice, listen to them. That's probably good too.
Unlike Paul.
These guys is always goofing on me's.
Believe it's your turn now.
Is it
so-
my? Is it? Well, he never said he was finished. He's been doing stuff randomly the whole
Pass.
Okay.
time. I guess I'll take that guy.
Yeah, you have no choice.
6 and 7.
All,
Ooh.
all the options.
Oh boy.
I want that. It's some kind of Naga warrior.
I've got no black.
This is also the first tower I played too.
What does that have to do with knowing the basics of Magic?
How many cards do you have in your hand?
7.
Team.
Jesus. Whose turn is it?
No, it's fine.
It's the Donderos. Okay.
I'm just trying to
You
spend
got a
all.
1/1 flyer on the board, fellas.
This one, by the way, you guys, just let you know.
Oh, I know.
Did you take my green too?
You didn't have a green.
I had a green because
Yeah,
I had
a
to play
green.
him with a green.
Did you cheat? How did you cast that without green?
Wow.
That's what we're saying.
McGee.
He was on the board already.
When the game started.
Yeah, when the game started.
Let's have
you
my
cheated.
green back.
I do.
Give me my green back. Give me my green
Well, I'm
back.
gonna go into the phone since
I don't know what to do. Sorry. I guess I'll just pass.
Alright. I'm gonna go
Oh,
with
righty
that.
then. Don't tell me
Pretty
what to
good.
do, phone.
That's pretty good.
What?
Too bad I have
My
no
phone tried to tell me
green.
what to do. It's like, you've been inactive for 3 hours. Do stuff. I was like, fuck you.
I don't want to do that.
Well,
Why
as you
would
can
do
tell, folks, I'm a rookie at this, but the idea is to have fun.
Yeah.
We're having fun.
I think most of my fun in this game is a direct result of you, Paul, so thank you.
that?
This game has been fun.
Yes, actually, very much so.
Well, somebody's got to be
I'm gonna
a
attack.
comic relief
I'm gonna
around
instant.
here. Somebody's
Also,
gotta be a comic
cast this
relief
artifact
around
in the
here.
middle of the combat.
I'm gonna play an Angel of Condemnation.
Condom?
You raised
Condemnation. Is that like where the Trojans come from?
Yes.
The condemnation. Are you all set after that?
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna tap.
And attack roll.
I'm gonna draw
I have a flying vigilance.
What are you drawing?
one card off to the top, and I'm
Picture of a
gonna
wiener?
pick one of these. I'm gonna pick this thing, Torment of Venom.
It's a wiener.
When I said I wanted the Harrier Naga, which is a 3/3 with flavor text, I was lying.
It was to put us.
Coming up behind you.
I actually wanted this card that I
Put it
screwed.
back.
It was to put us on tilt.
Oh, you caught me that
I'm
time.
gonna play a
I guess I'm
swamp.
done. I guess that joke's over.
And
Why are you still exalted?
Oh, he's not.
Yeah, he's
Bombed.
totally not embalmed.
He was
that's for sure.
exerted. He's not no longer
He-
exerted.
he's not
That was the
A-bombed?
term that he was exerted
Was Paul back up to 11 life?
13 life.
13. What the shit? All that hard work. Alright, so I'm gonna attack Paul with my
That's a
bat
lot.
and Josh with my bird.
for. Does that mean that they are instants? Those
Yes,
things?
I can just tap it and do it, but it has some sickness at the moment, so I have to wait till my next turn to start doing them.
Oh, is that the Exile Angel?
Yes.
Oh my god, that
I'm gonna
card's
kill
good.
him. I'm gonna kill him on my turn.
Yes. 'Cause
Alright,
you want to know what
so-
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make Paul's life worse.
Paul and Josh.
Look,
It'd take a lot more
I'm
than
swinging
Exile a
with
creature.
these creatures.
how much you hit me for?
This one that's attacking is a 2/1 flyer, and the one attacking Paul
Was it 3/7?
is a 2/1 flyer.
All right, I will.
I'm gonna tap
I
that,
will get hit by them.
and then I'm gonna pay 3 mana. I'm gonna play this thing. The Graven Abomination.
We all lose a life.
You all lose a life, and I gain a life, and we go back to 20. And I get to exile a card from the graveyard, which is going to be
Don't
fun.
worry, I'm going to kill Roman.
Is it my go?
Don't do the desert. Don't do the desert.
Is it my go?
Do the
Yeah,
desert.
it's
How much
your
life do you have left? 6?
6. Don't do the desert. I need to not tap.
So for the record, until your next turn, you cannot do that
Doing
stuff.
the desert
You
Alright,
cannot do
roll.
that stuff
until the next.
until your
my
next turn.
next
So I can kill you next turn.
I suppose
No,
that's what you really
don't
want
see
to do.
anything
But
too
Paul is
relevant
still
in
alive.
here.
That's fine.
Ah.
You shouldn't have told him to take that island.
I'm gonna
You
attack
got
with-
it. You got
At
it.
2, Brutus. I got it. I did. Now you got it as a
I'm
result.
gonna attack you for 3.
Okay.
The phone's ringing.
Take it.
I wanna.
Alright.
We're close.
So, I'm going to exile that.
The desert.
Okay,
cool.
1,
You're
2,
dead.
3, 4,
I am
5,
a
6,
desert.
7, 8.
Because you pulled a Holocaust card on me.
I did.
Isn't that backwards?
Oh, gain 3 life. Table's yours.
I need one of those.
Table's yours.
Leave it alone.
I was going to grab them all. Let me get that island.
Okay.
I'm totally getting Roman out of this game.
I hope.
What are you giggling about?
Oh, okay. So you took a blue card with no blue mana.
Oh, he just picked it up because he went like this when he picked it up. He was like,
Oh.
see that? I was like, look at the island.
Let's see.
This is a fun show, right?
It's great actually. I'm enjoying myself.
Gonna play Defiant Chiron.
Oh, he's so
Can you say that
defiant.
again?
He
Chiron.
defiantly put him on the table.
Kinra.
The savageness of these like card lays.
I know.
It's like
Oh, yeah, Paul's an
I wish I had a.
He's like
A
knuckle
land in my
dragging. He's
hand,
like
so I can
knuckle
do this,
dragging.
like-
He's like.
I've literally.
It's like this. It's like
I've,
played
The god that he hasn't even played yet is heavy play.
that's probably not even a joke.
It's not.
Let's see.
attack Roman.
Please do.
I cast so everybody takes 2.
What?
Everybody takes 2.
Oh, really?
Because I cast 2.
Oh, is that what that does?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whenever
yeah?
you cast a non-creature spell, Firebrand Archer deals 1 damage to each.
These are
opponent.
both
Both
creatures.
So
creatures.
read that one more time.
When you cast a non-creature spell, which these count as creatures,
Okay.
spells.
So do you
So
see?
what does that say? Read that again.
Whenever you cast a non-creature
What's
spell,
that word right there?
non-creature. Okay.
We got there.
We got there.
Very interesting, Dark Raven.
Well, that's what happens when you roll.
No, that happened. Your old.
No, your old because it happens.
Oh, my stomach's like starting to hurt right here.
All right, let's see. Who do I want to attack?
If you
Are
attack
you-
Roman, I won't attack you.
I just want to know: are you ever gonna play that Bond too,
I'm so
He doesn't
pissed
have
he
the
picked
black.
that up.
or are you just gonna bend the shit out
He
of
doesn't
it?
have black.
I don't have black.
Oh, yes, he does. He has
I
black.
got 1 black.
He's been able to
You only
cast
need
that
one black.
since
That's
the turn he picked
3.
it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
one
right.
black.
I forgot about that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can
Yep.
do it.
Well,
How are you gonna do
doing?
that?
No,
It's
no,
not
cheater! You are.
Discard it.
Oh my
This
lord.
is why we've been trying to
Discard.
take the mana from you.
Let's see.
Jesus Christ.
I think I'm going to attack Josh.
He's not gonna play. He just wants to
Go.
see if he can get to HP by the end of this game.
He's like, I'm all out attacking Josh. What do you attack me? A 4 and a 2-1?
I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna tell you about the life.
And I gained the life.
That's the 3rd time that I had to tell you.
Gain 1.
Like I can almost understand missing it the first time.
Well, I guess you're going to live another turn.
Thank you.
I am going to block this 4-4 with
Okay.
my 2-2, and I'm going to play this, which makes him a 1-1, and you lose 3 life.
Let's make that.
No.
Sorry.
He gets a choice.
Oh, or discard. Yeah.
Or-
Or, yeah, there's other things you can do. I forgot. I just don't recall.
You
Hey,
just
at least
told-
I mostly understood the card. I forgot there was a little bit of choice going in there.
Who are you giving -3 minus 3?
The guy that he attacked me with, and I'm blocking with that.
Alright, I'll discard this card.
discarding.
So you still
Sweet.
lose him. And how much damage do I take? I was going to use that to kill you this turn.
Well, thank
But
you
he attacked
very
me.
much,
So
Paul.
2.
2.
All right, my turn. Are you?
I'm
So Paul's at
passed.
7. You're at 7?
I'm at 7.
Everybody, look at that.
Except for
6,
Nick.
7, 7, 18,
Derek's not at 7.
17.
Neither am I.
Derek's winning right now with,
Yeah.
with life points, huh?
I'm at 10, 9.
That's because I'm the only one attacking him. He'd be at 47.
True.
They don't call him Slippery Nick for nothing.
I am not a crook. I miss my body. It was a good Republican body, riddled with phlebitis. Alright, how much damage do I need to do to kill you?
6.
I was gonna kill that dude, and then put 3 damage on you.
That would not have been good.
Yeah. But I feel like now, I need to just not come in last.
Paul, we need to get rid of Paul.
Oh, it's a race over here.
It's a race.
I feel like
I mean, if Paul beats you, that's
Oh
pretty
my
bad.
God.
'cause
That's
you, like,
what I'm saying.
Where's the cart I had?
it's probably in Paul's
I was
hand.
gonna say Paul took it.
Gotta
I'll
take
slide a
over.
hand on that
God.
one.
Oh, I had to use that. Bummer. I don't know what to do, sorry.
Should be.
When in doubt, attack Nick.
Yeah, it is an interesting game, especially when there's a couple of
All
rookies
right.
here. Especially me.
How many creatures do you have up?
A lot.
No.
I thought it was locked.
Alright, so what's the power on those guys?
The power on this guy?
Yeah.
3/3, flying, vigilance, and a 0/4 defender.
Alright, so I'm definitely attacking with this dude and I'm exerting him.
On me.
Yes, because he's going to be a 3/3 and be unblockable
Okay.
unless
so-
with a creature of power 3 or less. So he can be blocked by both guys. That's
a 0/4.
that's toughness. Power of 2 or less.
Power.
Unblockable by creatures with power 2 or less.
Well, with 2 or less. Okay, so then I'm just gonna.
I'm also going to exert an attack with him.
It's very aggressive.
I know.
Yep.
I'm a little too aggressive if I say so myself.
And that'll be it.
I'm gonna block the guy that would be a 5/5.
Yep.
Before damage, I'm
Hit
gonna
me.
tap and deal 1 damage to Paul.
Alright, I will not attack you next turn for that. Now I will kill Paul.
Damage. Let's see
You gotta
if I
take
can
it.
stop it.
You don't have any mana.
You got a
tapped out.
stifle, Paul?
I am topped out.
So
I
both of
take
you-
3.
Oh, you take 3? Oh,
I take
alright,
3.
alright.
I'm not
alright.
blocking that guy. I want this
Damage
guy.
is bad.
Damage
I'd like
is
to
bad.
stop it.
He's big.
Alright.
And he's good. Did you pick one of these already?
Did I?
Well,
I don't recall, because it should be my turn to pick
I
one.
thought, yeah, I picked up this guy.
Okay.
are you somebody? I feel like somebody did not take out of the row, right? Because you weighed out.
You're just trying to cheat and get
Take
a whole
care,
new
Dark
7
Raven.
cards.
This is supposed to, how do I use this card to my benefit right now? I can't think, I've had this for a while. I feel like it's very difficult for me to use,
Alright.
not knowing.
Thanks for.
Thanks for coming!
Yeah, without knowing what's in the deck, that's like a sideboard card. It's not particularly relevant in all.
Yeah.
So
Wait.
are you all set?
So
Sure.
this one is also pretty useless, not knowing what's in the deck.
No, this one's actually pretty good because you can look through the whole deck and
Find something.
take whatever you want, and then
Yeah,
you
but
can,
to search your library for a card. Oh, gotcha.
and then you will know what you can name with the other card.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright, well, I can't do it anyway, so. Your turn.
All right.
Oh, wait a second.
But that's a pretty fine
Alright.
combination.
Well,
Gotcha.
that was a wonderful draw right there. Double land. I like it.
Does it say all players commit ritual suicide? Because
Kind of wish.
Seppuku!
I would,
Alright, we're gonna start a shot clock. 10-second shot clock.
Good.
Paul, you have 5. Your shot clock starts right now.
All right. Play that. I will. Cycle this.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
oh man,
These
it
are-
never ends well.
Draw a card. Oh, that was a doozy.
You're a doozy.
All right.
We're all doozies. Hey.
Let's we're gonna make
Time's
some
up.
moves here. I'm gonna go combat.
Okay.
You took a damage last turn, Paul? Or did
I already did.
Did you? I'm pretty sure you were at 8. I'm like
no.
positive you were at 8.
I'll swing everything.
His,
at Paul.
his die did say 9. I don't know how accurate it was.
I'll attack Paul with everything.
Alright.
I'll block with 2 I have.
Response.
What are you tapping the guys for?
Response.
They don't.
I'm going to exile after you declare blocks on which guy? It'll be 4 blocks.
Probably at 2-5.
No. What are we doing on the other guy? Because I'm going to be dying soon anyway. The one that's tapped still untaps him.
He's gonna untap him?
Yep.
Oh, alright.
Okay, so you blocked with,
These 2.
and who are you blocking?
Wait,
The-
wait.
oh,
You're saying you're blocking everything.
It was before the declare of attacks.
you-
I did that.
So you can block with that guy too.
Okay. So I have
Alright.
2 guys that don't have
I'm
flying
messing
and 2
everything
guys
up
that
if
have
I'm
flying.
The
I have a 3/1
Well, I
and
thought-
1/1 lifelink.
You made it so he can block with this guy,
I
right?
know.
Okay.
All right.
Alright,
No, I
so-
just
Yeah,
I wanted to make sure I knew.
what's
what you were-
your defense on the non-flyers?
They're both 1s. 1
All right.
toughness.
So I'll attack you with
You don't attack
Oh,
untap and you're
I mean,
blocking.
You better watch
It's
out. He's
block-
attacking you
block
on your turn.
with dutiful
pretty good.
servants and
That's some powerful words.
defiant Kenra. That's a 2/2 and a 2/5.
Alright, so before damage, I'll make my 3/1 indestructible.
Cheater.
And then, what?
So I just have to
What's the toughness on your guys?
I'm
A
done. I
2/5
know.
and a 2/2
And a 2-1. Are you blocking with that guy?
and a 2/1.
Can you split up
Are you
their
blocking with that
yeah,
guy?
multiple your
No,
games?
I
blocking
say it
him,
was
too.
not blocking them.
Who are you blocking?
Oh.
His
You're
not
blocking.
his not flying.
It's like I don't want to ask the question because I just know this is gonna happen. But
Okay, so
You decide who he's blocking.
which guy is blocking the 3/1?
Whichever one makes the most sense.
3/1 will be the 2/2.
Okay, and which guy is blocking the 1/1?
1/1 would be the 2/5.
Okay. Alright, so before damage, I'm gonna give this
Why
guy
would you block the?
+1/+0, and I'm gonna have him deal 2 damage to the guy that didn't block.
Okay, so
If you
he's
would have
gone.
switched him around, you wouldn't have lost this dude, and you would instead.
well,
Of...
Nick can pretty much kill one of his guys with that card.
No, but he
Like,
wouldn't. This guy's gonna die now because he's blocking a 3/1, whereas this guy could
Oh,
also
yeah,
block
yeah.
a 3/1 and not die.
Well, that's why I was trying to find out, because I would have killed the white guy if he was blocking him with the white. So,
Yeah.
my cat dies,
This guy dies.
my guy dies, this guy's indestructible until an eternity lives. I gain a life, go up to 18.
See, this is the menace
Pass
we need
turn.
to- we need to get rid of.
I know, but
That's what
I
I've
need
been trying
not-
to tell you
I
guys.
need to-
Nobody
No.
listens.
I'm gonna start helping you the second I'm done not coming in last.
Why am I a menace?
So I'm
Then
gonna
we
get no
rid
help.
of- So we
Great.
get right here. We get that then. We get rid of that.
Yeah, but Paul is just like, you want to hate on him, but you betrayed me.
How did I betray you?
You told him to get the card I
You
told
didn't
you
get
I
the
needed,
card, though.
but you tried,
I didn't attempt.
and I have nothing but spite and malice in me for you. And I'm gonna lightning bolt you next turn. Oh, I have this red card that costs 1 mana. It does 7 damage to you. You're dead.
Somebody put me out of my misery before then. Just don't give them the satisfaction.
I'm looking at the video. It's just me going like this to you right now.
Ugh.
All right. I'm gonna attack Nick.
Okay.
With everything.
And Roman with
I have
the
no
three,
blockers.
with the three
Three.
flyer.
For 3?
You have no blockers?
15.
You have no blockers
Yeah,
right
I'm
now?
wide open.
You know what stinks?
I'm not gonna leave myself open.
No, I mean, if
What
that's
do
the
you-
case, I can do like
what do you mean?
15 damage to you.
Yeah, no, I'm just, it was really bad. I
You
forgot
can't,
the,
because both of those are...
I forgot the trigger on
No,
my
no,
bird.
fine.
No, you
That's
did
so-
exert it
Fine.
on last turn.
It didn't happen.
I was so distracted by trying to figure out how
You
Paul
mean it
was
didn't...
blocking
It's
it.
bombed.
Misplayed.
Shot clock got thrown out the window after your
It's
turn.
10 seconds, I know. Hey.
I went
10.
fairly quickly.
No, I'm
9.
not kidding.
He didn't tell me
8.
pass yet.
7.
Yeah, you did.
I
You went like this.
6.
Motion to you.
5.
Paying attention, Paul.
4. 3.
3.5.
2. 1.
Four.
Alright, your turn.
Alright. Quickly put the land down. The land's what matters.
I'm playing everything.
Who's got the cancel? Somebody has to cancel
What the
stuff.
hell's going on with your board over there, Paul?
I'm gonna play a cancel.
I gotta wait. I'm
He's
not
just
done
like
yet.
Toronto. He's just.
How
Hurry up!
how
Time's
we
up.
how are we supposed to know it's tapped, untapped?
That's tapped. These are still tapped.
That's
In
tapped.
play.
Those are still tapped.
These are in play. That's on.
That's the out of
tapped.
play. Those are in play. That's out of play.
Hey, you're playing the thing.
Hey, how is
Finally.
it?
Oh!
There's an awesome card you've had this entire game.
I'll counter it.
You have 17 life all of a sudden?
I didn't do that. I only have
You
6.
have 4.
I had 6.
I need green.
Don't do
Well,
cancel.
2 now, but I
You
need
need easy being green.
Yeah, I really needed.
Because Nick took it all.
What?
I really needed a forest this entire game. I started this game with 5 things.
I drew some
That's because
of
Nick
those.
didn't do a good job shuffling.
Terrible Nick.
Any of you gentlemen could
When in doubt,
help
Shuffle
shuffle.
out.
ride it out. It's Nick's fault.
It was not.
Don't you even look over here.
Get him, Paul.
Get him.
So I found a big predicament.
I'm gonna attack Nick for 2.
Take it.
Attack him with that guy too.
I can't. He just came out.
Oh, you knew that rule. Nice.
This
I'm
turn.
surprised Paul knew that.
Alright.
Pass.
Pass. Those just move those things, right?
Yep, you're still tapped.
I'm gonna take this. What do I got? Anything good up
The
there?
good news is
Yeah, you
Paul's
take the
force
island.
is stunned, so it's gonna be 2
That's
turns
Oh,
before
it's
he can.
exerted. It's exerted, so he can still tap it. It just doesn't untap next
There
time.
is nothing. There's 1 card in your colors.
Alright.
You
I
pick
am
it,
going
you haven't
to-
you haven't picked yet.
Oh, I didn't do that?
Never
What happened to
did.
the land that was up there? There was just a thing there, didn't I?
I feel like this is.
You never grabbed one.
I could have sworn that I
I
just.
feel like you did the
I
turn
swear,
before.
you never
Shot
grabbed
clock.
one.
I could have
Shot
sworn that I
clock.
just.
That's
did
why-
the thing.
Time's up. 8.
That's why you get the fresh 7.
Fuck, I can't use this thing. I have to
I
use
think
this
people are
now.
forgetting.
I think it's just Josh.
Jeez. I'm sitting here making fun of.
I need a thing.
You need a thing. What kind
I
of
thought
thing?
I thought there was like 2 planes up there and they're all gone now.
That was a couple
couple
turns
There
turns
ago.
was
ago.
no planes there.
That was the turn where you didn't
You
pick
need-
it all,
you
and we
need
asked
this
you, and you're like, "No, I totally picked."
No, I did. I picked up this one because I had played it that turn. I did pick that one up.
From that pile.
No, from there.
From that pile.
We can go back and watch the video evidence. Alright, I am going to take him and attack. This guy is attacking you, and this guy is attacking you. Wait.
Power play.
No
Nope,
blocks.
before that happens, I'm going to play this before I attack, because this is sorcery, not instant, as I thought it was. And he's going to be a 7/7 with trample.
Okay.
Oh.
How much am I taking? With,
1.
because I can't block.
1.
12.
And I'm gonna. Oh, I can't.
You have
I know.
no.
I was like, I started to grab my cancel, and I was just like, wait a second, he's not going to be able to do whatever he's thinking about doing. You can block with that guy, or this
No,
guy,
you can't
or
block with
die.
I
that
can't block with that guy because I'll die.
Well, you're going to die if you
You can't block with that guy because that's what this.
Oh, that guy says he can't block? I didn't know that. I haven't read
Yeah,
that card.
and he's indestructible in his menace.
So you're dead. There's nothing you can do
Super
about it.
indestructible when you can't block.
Yeah.
Yes. Very true.
Technically.
So you
right?
take 1 and he dies.
I don't die.
Yeah, you're
He's
I'm doing
indestructible.
7 damage to you. You
Yeah,
can't
but I'm
block with him.
indestructible.
But you can't block with him, and your life is
You
going
are
down.
not indestructible.
Your creature.
That
Hey, if I have this
creature
card out,
has the ability.
he's indestructible, and I'm indestructible. I cannot lose this game as long as this character
Alright, so
out.
that puts me out.
That's
Is
your
I
out.
didn't know
Paul's
his
out.
name was Gideon of the Trials.
that what that card does? It makes you can't lose if you get
If
it.
you had
Yeah.
control of Gideon,
If you have the
if you
emerald.
ultimate.
Alright, so now-
that I had in
They
my
did-
hand.
Now
Discard.
John
Everything goes
is
to the discard
completely
pile.
discarded.
Alright, well in that case, I'm going to do this thing. Search the library, put it into your hand, then shuffle, and it costs 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
You almost got that, Paul.
You didn't lose, which is sweet.
Holy shit. You don't have to
Jesus.
throw stuff.
He's that
It's
mad,
so good.
huh?
It's wizard style.
Wow.
I want a god, right? That's what I'm looking for.
You
The
want
salt.
something good.
Yeah, so you can stop looking at my hand now.
I have not looked at your hand a single time.
Yeah. So you did it twice?
What?
I've not done it a single time.
Multiple, not single.
I wish I had that Ubuntu card. I don't even know what's good, so I don't know what I'm looking for.
Alright, Roman, we should team up.
I think we can.
It'll be
I'm
the,
only at 3 though.
now that we've
Yes,
whittled
Roman,
it
we
down.
should team up all against Nick, and I will bow
It'll be the guys with hair versus the guys without hair.
Wow.
Oh, the gauntlet has been thrown. We'll kill Nick and then we'll kill Roman.
Oh, jeez, Nick.
What's a good card? I don't know what to get.
Let me see. What are you doing?
Don't let him see.
What?
I'm
He's
looking.
searching through. He used.
I get to pick
Oh, you're looking through
Yeah.
the deck. Never mind. I thought you were looking
Search your
through the
library for a
graveyard.
card and put that card into your hand and shuffle your library. Just literally, just pick anything.
Yeah, you can just read them cards.
And just-
if you're
yeah.
allowed to.
Find something with like gold or red.
That's
And
what I'm
then-
doing.
That'll be a pretty safe bet.
That's what I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right.
Oh no!
They're all tapped.
He's got the fucking X card. The black friggin' make
Oh, no.
everybody lose 3 life or sacrifice a permanent or discard a card for
I
every.
do not have that. It's
Oh.
not nearly as good as
Are you
that.
all set, sir?
But it
That'd
does
be
give me dudes.
Are you all
Gross.
set, sir? Did you shuffle that again?
No, I
afterwards?
did not.
You did not shuffle it afterwards.
Oh my. Paul did that too.
What did he have?
You didn't have. You didn't have 2
Steven.
black. You couldn't cast that.
Oh.
In all fairness, though, I got 2 of my black from that pile, and they always were an
Oh.
option for him to grab.
Wow, that's terrible.
I don't know when he drew it though. Savagely Pauled.
Oh yeah, you're absolute MP. So later we'll probably have an MP Bond 2 for sale.
Ridiculous.
Well,
Savage.
I'd like to say that I'm slightly better than Paul when it comes to that regards, but definitely the next worst.
I'm gonna take this guy, and we're gonna go white, and we will take this.
So
here.
this says during this step I can do a thing, and if I do, I get a thing.
If you do a thing,
Can I
then
do
you
that
get a
thing as many times as I want if I don't have to tap this
If
card?
it says like A, then no.
It says
Or when.
you may blank a blank from your blank. If you do, blank.
So that's once.
That's
Yeah, that's once.
that's once.
Thorned Moloch,
Ah, the prowess lizard.
prowess 2/2 lizard with.
If it says
First
like
strike.
and,
If it's
if they use
attacking.
and, it's 1.
Well, it says
I'm
A,
gonna
not
pass
N.
it on
What?
to Nick.
Or is it A?
I'm gonna tap.
It says A. But it says, well, how would that be worded to be more than you can do as many times as you want?
Oh, that's good.
Whenever. Or
Actually, I should have attacked.
Whenever, how would that?
yeah, because it says A, that means 1.
Yeah, but
Exile
how would
a
that?
creature.
Yeah, where would the whenever be? How would this be?
So it
Just
would
swing
say
on
like
a
at the beginning of combat on
Oh,
your
yeah?
turn,
Swing on a
exile
dodge,
any
seven.
number
Okay.
of creatures.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
this guy.
that's you're right. Yep, that's how I would see it saying. You just kill me?
No, I didn't. It's Nick's turn now.
Did you attack Nick?
I didn't attack anything. I just put stuff out.
Alright, so I'm gonna attack Josh.
Really?
Oh, Roman said to attack Josh.
Why are you
With
attacking me?
everything.
He's crushing.
I can't beat Derrick.
Yes, you can.
No, I'm at 12
Don't
life.
kill me. I'm gonna die if you. I don't got anything
That's
I
the
can
point.
do.
Don't kill me! I'm
Tapped
gonna
out?
die.
With everything, you didn't send a single thing to friggin'.
I did. I attacked 1. What did I spend all my? Oh, because that card cost 5, and I spent 1 to do.
No, I'm saying you didn't save a blocker.
No, he didn't.
You deserve to die. my friend.
Wait.
He tapped out and did not save a blocker.
I'm gonna scry for 3.
Splendid.
You gonna scribe 4/3?
Yep, scry 3. I can. Yeah.
Put them in any order, top and bottom.
I think I'm done.
No.
No, but
So how much damage are you doing to me?
All of
7.
it. 7.
Just do 5 instead.
How?
Don't do 7. Keep a blocker. I don't know, because I have 7 life.
Did that guy attack?
Yeah, I get to untap something when this guy attacks.
I did.
So
So I get the God Pharaoh gift. I was kind of looking forward to using that, which
You should have saved the blocker.
I should have.
yeah.
I was trying to kill Paul. I should have saved that blocker, though, just to not ping him, I guess.
Alright, so I'll play this guy.
And I
Everybody
go
loses
to
1.
2.
gain 1.
I didn't beat Roman, but I beat Paul, so
That's good.
I'm also very hungry.
I'm a pass.
Any of you the owner? He be the owner.
That one.
That one. Over yonder.
So what we're gonna do is when this is over, I'm gonna upload this to YouTube,
Yes.
And I'll be there
Yes.
and then it'll be there forever.
Forever and ever.
for your viewing
So just the
pleasure.
record, you
Where
are
you at for
definite
life, Nick?
100% in for the tournament.
I'm at 13.
on Sunday.
I'm gonna definitely try to get here.
That sounds like a no. That sounds like I'm afraid to say no.
It's not I'm afraid to
I'm
say
gonna
no.
try.
It's-
That means I'm afraid to say no.
It's more I have the thought process that I might be needed for the wedding situation.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, nobody believes that you have to help plan the wedding.
Or that you even have one.
True, yeah.
I'm gonna go the Velez route on this and say that you're making it all up. When you're actually gonna be hiding in your basement. Do you know that Velez has been hiding in his basement for over a year just to pretend
He's
he has
not
a
in
girlfriend?
Japan.
Just to pretend he has a girlfriend.
Wife, they got married.
Did they?
Yeah, Fillinger presided over the wedding.
I do.
I told Roman that he should have hired Fillinger. You give him like a sandwich or something, he would have done it, but he was like,
McFlurry.
oh, Gabby won't like that.
No,
Probably not.
probably not. I am out almost 20 grand though from this.
Well, if you didn't have it to begin with, how are you out
It's
it?
good. It's good though. It's good. It's worth it.
Is it?
Is it really?
Absolutely.
It'll definitely be.
It's worth it to her, I'm sure.
It's worth it to me as well.
Well, I mean, yeah, but in like, you know what the coolest thing is though? You get to do the thing where they fucking pick you up on a chair and then they step on the glass.
We're going
right?
to try.
All right, so
That's those are the two best things
All right.
about
all right, let's
being,
be real about this, Roman. Would you rather have had an inexpensive wedding and had a really expensive honeymoon, or would you rather have an expensive wedding and a less fun
or
honeymoon?
an inexpensive both and $20,000 worth of magic cards.
I wouldn't want with $20,000 worth of magic cards
All
at
right,
this point anymore.
Scorn, whatever,
No,
what
I
have you.
already almost have the entire army on that too.
All right, so the toy situation's covered, which is great.
Yeah,
But really,
The toy situation?
the toys.
How many? What kind of toys are you buying that cost 20 grand? Like marital toys?
Oh yeah.
no, you're saying you already.
Swing.
Sex Wing's gonna be like $250 and maybe $5 for lag bolts. So what are you spending the other 19?
Guess we'll never find out.
Yeah, well,
Like
I mean,
a
it's all
simian? A simian?
it's all hypothetical. He
Yes,
spent it on the wedding, but
No, it's going to a good cause though.
He's
It's
like,
a good time.
I have to keep telling myself that at this point.
No. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. Do you have an open bar?
No, because
You're spending 20 grand on a wedding and you don't have an open bar?
I'm paying for it. I'm not. I can't. I don't have that extra money. It's like an extra $3 grand to do open bar.
oh man,
It's insane.
Well, that's the most important part
I'll
of the
declare
wedding.
an attack on Nick.
I know a lot of your friends. You could probably do a GoFundMe.
7.
Now I can't show this video to Gabby.
Why?
Well, you're the one saying it's all worth it. You're earning brownie points right now. We are kidding. We are busting balls, Gabby. It is absolutely not true. We hope that your union is long and fortuitous, and every penny you spend on this amazingly memorable event is worth it, and then some. How's that? Does that
All right.
make you?
Well, that's
Very
true.
good.
I mean,
Very
honestly,
good.
I don't
It's
think
true.
you should be getting married to begin with.
Um,
Also a joke.
All right, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm not gonna cast that.
What?
What?
Paul Terabend?
Looking forward to this.
Stream.
Is it Polterra Band some Jewish thing?
Paul Terabend. I've never heard of it. No.
That's the thing when they're like picking you up on a chair and they're like, have some tequila, have some.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or is that like Jewish
I'm going
limbo?
to.
That's Jewish limbo.
attempt
That's
Polter
to
band?
Yes.
Although that sounds more like Polish
Tap
limbo.
them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I mean, there are a lot of
Polter
Polish
bend.
Jews.
You can't block with him now.
Less.
That's for sure.
2.
Oh. This is similar. Those who are in glorious death are given the highest honor. They're carried on funeral barges to the gates of the
Anybody want
afterlife.
anything from Dunkin'?
I'll take a coffee.
What do you want?
Medium ice, milk and sugar. Milk and caramel swirl.
I'll swing at Nick for 3, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'm gonna try and exile Ugesh, the Merciful, whatever the thing is.
What is
The
this?
Sphinx.
5.
Yeah. Exile target creature. 5 mana.
That's fine.
I'm also going to, in response, before he has to block, I'm going to. What's the next biggest thing you have?
3/3.
I'm gonna exile that until this guy leaves.
Oh, it blinks it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait.
No, it just it's there. It's like an override until it leaves.
Yeah. So I take 3. Go 10.
Hold on. I got.
Okay.
It's Games Workshop. I just assume one of you guys.
Oh,
take it.
yes. Yes.
You guys want me to cut the stream, or you like almost done?
I mean, we're like a turn.
Polterra-
Just ask me to call back in.
Polterra.
How's it going?
Polterra Bend.
Can we give you a call back in like 10 minutes?
No, I would have said that. I didn't know that was. I think
Okay.
it's like
Alright, thanks, yeah. But
when you play Limbo, but you go this way.
So I'm gonna Google that.
I'm going
We have
to
a wonderful thing called Google.
cast
we can
Lethal
find
Sting. I'll put a -1/-1 counter on this creature, and then I'll kill that angel.
Okay.
What did you say? Caramel swirl milk,
Then I'll get my angel back.
Roman?
Gain 3.
Caramel swirl milk.
The caramel swirl milk, please. Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be over about 5.
The breaking, the
I
Polish
gain
the
a life
porcelain.
for-
That's what that is actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the breaking of the glass, but like it's a Polish version of it, with the way they break like a ceramic jar or something.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
That's
To be
interesting.
completely honest with you,
Table just
I actually believed it was more. Oh, this guy is
dead.
exerted.
I-
Oh, you just killed it?
Yeah. you
Oh,
killed
you
it.
killed it. Okay. Let's see here. What do we got here? Are these the two that are left?
Those are, yeah.
That's the Sphinx.
That's the Sphinx that get
It's
exiled.
exiled. So are these two gone? Or is this the last? Of
That's the last pick.
Okay.
This
Oh, yeah,
is
sorry.
exiled. This is the graveyard.
I'm going to compulsory rest on this guy. Can't attack a block. We are going to play a land for the turn. We're going to drop Embalmer's Tools, which was the one that that person was talking about before. Did not realize it was a card.
It's real.
Yes, I see that now.
In the really real world.
Dutiful Servants. And I'm going to swing a 2/2 with First Strike and Prowess, which
So
it didn't actually do anything this turn. And actually, non-creature, so it actually is a 3/3 with First Strike and a 2/1 with Prowess, so it's a 3/2. Going towards you.
I'll block the.
It has a flick to 2 as well if it gets blocked.
How many cards do you have in here?
I have 4.
And what is that thing?
This is a 1/1.
No.
This is a 3/2 right now. It's a 2/1 with Prowess, and it has a flick 2. So if it gets blocked, it loses 2 life.
So is it a 2/1 or a 3/1?
It's a 2/1, but right now because of Prowess, it's a 3/2.
It has prowess
It
also.
has Prowess as
Okay.
well.
Sure, I'll just
Take
so
it. So it'd be 6.
6. So I'll go to
altogether.
15.
Okay. And then I pass her. Anything in the graveyard that I can use that can be activated? I don't think so.
Oh, do we have a new lineup?
Yeah, we do.
Ooh.
Hey.
Mainland.
Yeah. It's a little far out in the game, but
Draw.
That's probably pretty good now because you have to exile a.
yeah.
Desert.
Who has the desert though? You're the only one, right?
Oh, you don't have that wall anymore, huh?
No.
That's what it's got. Play land. 1. You guys each lose one. I gain one.
I'm at 1. You're gonna accidentally kill me if you play a creature, Nick. You're gonna
What am I supposed to do?
Not play a
Is
creature.
your flyer untapped?
Yes, but it can't block.
Oh. I'll hit you for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll untap this guy.
Remember, that goes away the minute like that.
Pass turn.
Which is probably gonna be right now.
Let's see.
Kill Roman. Paul, don't sit in his chair. Get out. Paul, get out of his chair. Don't kill me.
I draw a card too. Alright. So we'll start with the easy thing. I'll kill Roman.
Okay.
Sorry.
And
Exiles.
how are we doing that?
That
just
gets
did-
exiled.
Oh, okay. So then yes. I will probably be killed right now.
Sorry, Roman.
It's okay.
Were you at 1 life?
I was at 1 life.
Yeah, so I tap point.
Yep.
And
At least I
So
lasted
you should compulsory rested one of your own guys.
what are you at for life?
I'm at 11.
Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. No big deal. It's all in good fun. Thanks, Josh.
It's Josh's fault.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm out. Because he just said so. Huh? Because you told them to kill me. Thank you.
Oh,
Derrick probably would have
I
done
thought you
it.
meant like you were leaving because I got Gabby mad at you.
No. She's at work.
Yeah, she's not watching this.
She's not watching this at all.
And unless Roman tells her about it, she'll never see the video.
She'll never see the video.
Well, I'm gonna message her on Facebook.
So he's inherently safe.
So what is Polterbend?
Oh,
It's actually a Polish traditional wedding event where on the night before the wedding, the guests break porcelain to bring luck to the couple's marriage. Now, see, with the
So you
Jewish,
go into somebody's house and smash the
you
toilet?
just basically go a full-on lynch and just walk in and just kill all the
You
pots.
break their toilet?
Pretty much.
So you want porcelain in my house?
I just take the massive poop joke.
The joke is you go to their house and take a dump.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Break
Poop joke.
Break their porcelain.
Nice little segue back into that.
always comes back to
Always
the
have to
food jokes.
joke.
Life goes full circle.
Exactly.
Are those exiled?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do actually. The reason why I came here today was because
You wanted to buy the last starter set. How about we just bought all that stuff and somebody's already like half of it's gone?
I know. I know.
So what was the actual reason?
Because I need good lighting to finish these.
Oh.
I'll swing for 3.
I also-
in
hey,
the-
You want to know why you can't ever find my Jew gold?
It's glued to the bottom.
You people never check. Never check. Sneaky.
You know what? That's horsepucky. It's in a secret room behind your fireplace.
No, it's tucked on me. It's at all times on me.
No,
I think like it has to be, right?
It has
like,
to.
it has to be on
to
you.
be.
Yeah.
It has to be.
No.
Did I cast something?
I didn't see you cast anything.
I would probably hang mine.
No,
on a
the only thing
string
you're gonna do
with
is
something
try to
in
attack
that.
her.
Exactly,
Exactly.
attack me.
Exactly. That's
Oh no, I cast this.
It says it in the Bible, Roman.
in the Bible.
In the Bible,
I think the funny thing
They
I'm
had-
swinging at you for 3 in the air.
they had to go
What do you
behind the
think?
fireplace in the secret chamber.
And he
And then
goes
he
and
has-
he's like, I know you have the fake ones. Give me the real one.
That he actually has it. That's what's funny. Like
All right, I'm out 8.
it's like Cartman's finally like on. It's like wait a minute, everything he's saying is true.
And another thing I also found out was
Table Joe's.
to actually play the game, I need to pick up the Start Collecting box as well.
Come on. Why?
Age of Sigmar, because the fact that it's only 3 Retributors. The Start Collecting comes with 2 Retributors, another thing of Proclaimers, and another 5-unit of Liberators. So that actually evens out. If I take out Lord
This guy.
something, it brings it to a flat 1,000.
The 17-year-old singer chick.
Yes.
So you lose one,
You
gain
ever seen the
one.
one with the clown singing that song?
Look up Puddle's
Are your
Kitty
fires
Party.
tapped?
Yeah.
I will the second this is over, but remind me to show you the video that Paul made about cats.
I will.
It's insane.
I'll hit you for 4.
You remember that
Or
video,
attack
right?
you for 4.
The video of Paul singing about
Untap.
cats.
Well, attempt on untap.
Yeah.
+2/+4.
Okay. So you block there. Oh, this guy when he attacks, untaps that dude. Jesus. So what is that guy like a?
And then this becomes a 3/3. So I'll block that.
You're gonna catch it?
Okay.
So after you attack,
Yep.
I untap my guy. Turns this into a what you call it.
So before damage, I will. I'll give this 3 -1/-1 tokens.
+3/+1.
Okay, and then you lose a life unless you sack another permanent or discard card. Alright.
So I cast a green spell and a red spell. So game life.
I probably have a ticket right now.
Watch this.
My timer never went off to go and put more coins in.
I'll pass.
Oh, you definitely have a ticket. They are super up on that stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the city's desperate.
No, they just have quotas. So
So
some
this has
persons-
3 -1/-1 tokens on it.
Really, Paul?
What?
Have you ever played a game of this where you even got close to milling the deck?
Oh no, maybe we did have one where we milled out. I think we might have one time where
There was somebody that was just.
drawing an obscene amount of cards and
I like the picking up 2 cards. You always have 7 cards in your hand. Like, it's nice.
I'm gonna.
Well, I mean, you're playing a lot too, though, right?
yeah, I'm trying. I'll have
You
me get
should-
there.
If you didn't kill me,
You would have made it easier for Derrick to beat me.
no. I was gonna attack Derrick because he had like twice as much HP at the time, and that's all I was going for was. What do you have? 1 life left?
I have 9. That was Roman's
You had 3 mana open.
token. Yeah, 3 mana, 9 life, 4 creatures.
Alright. I'm going to eternalize this guy. He's a 4/4.
Yeah, life.
No, it's not casting, right? It's just playing it.
Is it?
Exile this, create a token.
Uh,
I'm going to play Claim on the wall that Roman had.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you take that
Am I-
dude I have?
Am I dead?
The thing that gives
I'm
you
gonna
4/4.
try. And then I'm going to hold priority and give this guy +2/+0 in haste. And then I gain 2 life from that. And then I'll swing for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the air.
Alright.
Game?
That's it.
Hey, Derrick wins. All right, so I think that's the end of the stream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so big Magic tournament on Saturday, Arerna Rex tournament on Sunday, and a Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Day
Is Saturday.
Saturday.
And Friday Magic is draft. On Friday night.
And then
Friday.
late nights we do standard.
All right. So.
And if we get enough people, we'll fire modern. It happens occasionally, but not all the time.
And
when you guys yell bye, I'm going to shut it off.
we also have Modern on Sundays at 1. Not this weekend, but the weekend after is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Sneak Peek.
So we will be streaming the pptq on Saturday. Other than that, we'll be back on next Monday at 11 o'clock.
All right.
So,
Those of you that stopped in, thank you. Appreciate it. Come by the store, play some games.
Adios.